You know, come up like I'm right here. Yeah, I would have been started, but uh, a little late because I had to do something else. Throw some music up.
Turn me up. What?
The real fight starts now.
Ah, shoot, I did need that. Hold on, y'all. What's good, y'all? Hold on, let me exit out some of the stuff that I'm doing. All right, I'm gonna answer that in a second. Hey, yay, 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 yay. Hey. I'm waiting for everybody to get up in here, get through. I look small. Damn, but I look big, but I look small. What? What happened? A good thing, not bad, but maybe it's the camera. I don't know. Y'all see that ring? Hey, this one right? Oh, yeah. Ooh. Look at them up to pop out. We back. All right. Should I open up my window? It's a little hot outside. All right, y'all, man. I'm making sure we come through. You know what I'm saying? Oh, y'all caught the video, y'all caught the title and everything. All right. I know y'all caught everything and whatnot. Oh, let me double check. All right. I know y'all caught the video. I know y'all caught the title. I know y'all caught everything. All right. Wait. I hate it looking like this. We're not streaming so much and switch it up. Switch up my monitor. Let me move everything out the way, get this all set up. Sorry for being so late. Unfortunately, I accidentally started a new game of Marvel Rivals, as y'all see. That's not my fault. It's literally just what happened. Alright. Alright, man. We not really going to go super in depth with all of this. Alright. I just wanted to make this known so when people, y'all can watch this afterwards as well, man. But I got a gripe with the Xenoverse community right now. All right, I got a big gripe with the Xenoverse community, and it's not the actual part of the community. It's the people that are in the community. All right, it is the creators of the community, man. I got a gripe with y'all right now. I got a gripe with y'all, and it's not all creators. All right, I don't want to get that twisted because I'm one too. All right, it ain't everybody. It's not. But it's this group of creators. All right, it's this specific group of creators, man, and people in general. But it's creators wise. I'm going off of creator wise because I feel like as a creator, you got a sense of some sort of responsibility to bring out the news, bring out the hype, bring out a lot of things, right? Bring out the honesty, right? the wholehearted honesty, like we see President Rose right here talking about, right? Which we gonna get into more than just one person, right? But I've seen it all over the social media, through Twitter. I've seen it through everywhere. All right, I've seen it every damn where. All right, but we gonna pop it off on a lot of these creators, man, because a lot of them are lying to y'all. All right, they're lying to you for to hit the button, hit that like button, hit that click, right? Click that thumbnail. That's what they want. They're not actually doing none of this just solely off of the fact that they really don't like the game, not solely the fact that the game looks bad. Because if we're gonna be honest, the game does not look bad as what they're trying to make it out to be. All right, not at all, man. And of course, we're going to get into everything. I made a video about this already, talking about the people judging the game too early, but I haven't gotten into the hypocrisy of the creators, man. All right, the creators is just giving everybody a bad taste in my mouth right now, and it should give it to y'all because it's kind of disgusting behavior, man. But y'all gonna keep clicking, y'all gonna keep eating it up, man. But I want people who actually are on the fence about these things to wise up, man, and see what they're doing. All right, they get into a lot of these young people's minds and they corrupting y'all to believe in them and thinking that what they say is golden, right? But it ain't, bro. It's not. What I'm gonna do here is pretty much expedite the fact that the people that claim to know everything about what's going on and blah, 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 blah. I'm going to expedite the fact that you need to use your own brain cells. I get it. The reading level ain't 8th grade no more. It's like at the 5th grade level. You guys don't hear nothing besides quick reactive wording. All right. That's why I titled what I titled the way I titled it. Because even if I ain't get nobody watching it right now, live, y'all gonna be watching this video afterwards, man. So let's get into it, man, because I know I'm gonna be rambling on. Y'all got short attention spans because apparently y'all hear 1-2 words, y'all go with it, bro. You guys don't have a mind of your own. All right. So my gripe is with the gaming community, the Xenoverse community in total. All right. But it's really with the creators. It's really with the creators, man. All right. So I gotta call them out because I don't even care. At this point, I don't care because the fact that a lot of y'all in this Xenoverse community, a lot of y'all got problems with creating your own bias, your own opinions when it comes to this game and when it comes to anything in media, when it comes to anything in life, man. And that's the reason why you single, you broke, you ain't got no girl, bro. And that's the truth. You single, you broke, and you ain't got no females. I don't typically do this type of content, but we doing this joint today because number one, I would rather have a community for me personally that enjoys my content, enjoys me, and have like-mindedness. And even if we disagree on some things, at least you have the right mind to understand that your opinion is your opinion, my opinion is my opinion, and we can separate subjective and objective facts and opinions. All right. But when it comes to some of these creators, they don't have facts, they don't have opinions, they just have click result. That's all they want is your clicks, man. I don't care if I got 1, 2, 3 people in my stream and my videos, man. If I touch somebody, I touch somebody's heart. That's what I want, is to touch somebody's heart, touch their brain, give them a bit of insight, and you can form your own opinion. And that's what we're here doing today. Even if you guys don't even agree with what I'm about to give you guys, which is going to be some facts, right? Facts, a little bit of stipulation, but you can read in between the lines if you're smart enough to not have to only think this is my favorite creator. I have to know what this person, whatever he says goes. And the crazy part is there's people out there who literally says that. I read it. They literally say he says it, so it must be true. Bro, we're all human. We all get things wrong all the time. I just recently had to sit there and say that I was wrong about something when it came to Xenoverse 3 in the first place, making some comments. So I know I'm ranting right now, but let's get into it, man. Yes, right now we start with Six World, man, because as far as what I've seen, Six World be y'all favorite guy for strikers. It'd be your favorite guy for anime stuff. But this dude been doing some real cringy stuff, man. The reason why I titled the video like I titled it is in description wise is because this dude talking about, so he's the creator or the savior of anime games or whatever. Bro, really? You a grown-ass man talking about you the savior or something. You ain't Jesus, bro. Chill out. All right. And I want to show y'all, man, some stuff, man. Check this out. Check this out. Number one, we gonna get into this video, right? We gonna get into this video where he becomes a complete hypocrite and lied to y'all to your freaking face, and he projects so heavy. He projects so heavy, y'all. And if you don't pay that attention, you'll think, oh, he has all the answers. But this dude is a projector because all he wants is your clicks. Number one, the first thing that I did, I've seen a portion of this video where he reacted to Series X. So we're gonna do a reaction of a reaction, and I'm gonna display how this man is being a hypocrite and lying to y'all about Xenoverse 3. Number one, when I first seen this video, this is one of the reasons why I wanted to do this stream, right, and bring you guys this, is because when I seen this, I listened to Series X's rant when it came to Xenoverse 3. I watched it, I paid attention to it, right? Series X said nothing wrong about it. He said exactly what I said. I like the game. I'm excited for Xenoverse 3. Are we seeing what we've seen? And what time will tell. There's certain things that I do like, certain things I don't think I like, and certain things that I'm hoping and expecting, right? He put in a perspective of, yeah, I'm trying to figure this thing out. You know what I'm saying? But I do like what I see so far. The game doesn't look bad. He goes off to say the first thing he says, well, I'm not a clout chaser. I'm not looking for this and that. I don't know. And he says all this stuff, and he talks about Series X in this, right? So I put a comment. All right, we're gonna look at my comment before we even watch it. Look at my comment before we even watch it. Look at my comment, right? Because I watched a bit of it, right? And that specifically says, I don't know, dog, it seemed like you projection, right? Because the first word I just coming out of his mouth is, everybody is talking about, I'm trying to get clout off of Series X, and I'm not doing that. I don't even know this guy. You don't know who Series X is, and you're in the anime space. You don't know who Ramstyle, Dododoya. Then he goes on to say, I would love to have, I would love to have this type of community, because I'm not gonna lie. Series X got 1 million plus subscribers, and he has a great community. I would love to have a community. I want to build that on my own, but with help too, if I have to. I'd love to do collaborations, man. I'm open for them. You know what I'm saying? Send me an email, drop me a message. If you down with it, I'm down with it. It don't even matter if you got 1 subscribers or 1 million. I don't care. If you got some ideas, right? Hey, we can hook it up. All right. Then I go on to say, I ain't jealous though, because I want to make sure. I don't really care. I respect somebody who got up to that level. But I say, I recognize the platform. I ain't scared to say that, because what I'm saying is that's what Six World is saying. He's acting jealous. Because he made this video like crashing Series X for no reason, right? I'm not just, I recognize the platform. I'm not scared to say that I want to work my channel up to his level one day. And you did kind of make a video on him. I'm just saying, that makes perfect sense. But he goes on to say, y'all reading way too into this, not gonna lie. This video was clipped from a live stream, and somebody came in the chat and said I'm reacting to his video for clout. I said I said in my video, I don't need his clout. We in the same space, right? We in the same space. I'm reacting to him because he made an opinion on the game everybody's covering. I want you guys to remember that this man said, we are in the same space, referring to Series X, knowing that Series X, knowing that Series X is in the anime gaming space. I want you to remember that, right? And this is the reason why, right? Make sure, let me go into it, man. Because I messaged them on Twitter due to his video going out to DreamCon. He goes out to DreamCon to play Xenoverse 3, a game that he has made 16, and I quote, from the time that I remember I watched 16 videos. Okay? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and there's more down here, of course, right? But he made like 13 videos. Let me get it right. 13 videos, right? In about a stream too. He said he did a stream, but he made like 13 videos. I think he got rid of some. He got rid of some of these videos because there's some videos that he didn't put up here. He deleted some of these videos because the last time I seen it was 15 for sure. I counted them out. But I digress. He made all these videos just to go into DreamCon. He's hating the whole entire time on every video. He's hating on it. He hasn't touched the game at this time, right? But then DreamCon comes out and allowed you to play the game. He goes to DreamCon to solely play Xenoverse 3. Before he touched the game, the first thing that he said, I'm gonna show you guys the thing is trash. He didn't touch it. He didn't touch it. He didn't touch it. All right. And what I said after I watched this, all right, we'll watch this too. After I watched this, and I said, and I quote right here, he's gonna buy the deluxe edition to show y'all this game is slop, right? He's going to buy the game. This is what I don't understand, how some of y'all can watch these people and not understand. This nigga gonna buy the fucking game, y'all. He's gonna sit there the whole entire time and say this game is ass, it's trash, y'all, it's trash, but I'm gonna buy the deluxe edition so you guys don't have to, right, and buy the game. Manipulating you to just not buying the game because he's quote unquote don't like it. He wants you to watch his video. He's only doing this shit for clicks. I go on to say y'all niggas keep watching people who are only after clicks. He just doing this shit for bait. Y'all are just dumb as he is. He gonna come all of a sudden, it's great guys, with that clown ass behavior, because that's what he's gonna do, bro. Things are gonna potentially change in the future for the game because it's not done. It's probably in post beta, mid-game beta. All right, we know the game come out in 2027, assuming there's a whole year left for the game to be changed. As we've seen visually, as we've seen when it first came out, the first gameplay, we've seen the UI change immediately. All right, so clearly, the first time we've ever seen gameplay, the next time we seen gameplay in a few weeks, we've seen a completely different version because they did a fix change. They changed the HUD. They changed a couple things when it came to the HUD and stuff like that. So we clearly know the game is not complete. But again, as I quote, he's going to buy the game as he's telling y'all the game is ass. He goes to DreamCon. It's the only thing he does. It's literally the only thing he does. If you go to a, look, y'all see it for yourself. You go into it. The only thing that this man has posted about DreamCon was something dealing with Xenoverse. This car, oh, this is a car. It's a Xenoverse fucking car. All right. All right. It's the only thing that this man posted. All right. He didn't go to DreamCon to do anything else. He didn't go to DreamCon to do anything, nothing like that. This man went to DreamCon to go play Xenoverse. And before he touched the damn game, he's like, this game's ass. I'm gonna show you. I'm the real savior, guys. I'm the real savior. Don't believe me.
Good? Alright, chat, look. I'm playing Xenoverse 3 today, and
I'm gonna show you his ass, man.
honestly, I want to show you guys how slop this fucking game is. A lot of people have been glazing it. Obviously, they're hyped for Dragon Ball Xenoverse 3. But unlike them, I'm a grown-ass man, and I'm not gonna just glaze anything because I got the Dragon Ball in the title. We're gonna play as Sand.
He's a grown-ass man telling y'all he's a savior of anime gaming. Some clown-ass behavior.
On the side. So as we get into the game, just slop. Just like it's like foreshadowing the game.
He literally hasn't even moved the character. All right, I'm showing y'all to build something up. All right, I'm showing y'all to build something up. He literally haven't even touched the left stick at all. I'm just saying.
Game that is slop. Look at the room. See how sloppy the room is? It is.
Yeah, of course it's sloppy the room. It's for a reason. Yeah, oh my gosh. But I digress, man. We don't need to go too far much up in this, man. I'm going in and out of it. But as I said, he goes on to say the game is really trash, bro. You're glazing at this point. Now, again, all right. After I said that, I said you're the only one who spoke about the game because as y'all see in my previous message, my initial message, I never sat there and said that the game was good or bad. I never gave my opinion on it, right? And mind you, after I said this, he never replies. We got other people who was dick riding, you know what I'm saying, Obama over here, and yeah. He never responds because what I said was the truth. He had no rebuttal for it. And let me show y'all what I meant. All right, after he said that I'm glazing the game, which I'm not, If y'all see my past videos and streams, y'all know I don't like timers. There's some things that I would like to see change and everything. But y'all know, I know, y'all know. All right. He goes on, I go on to say, because he never messaged me back, right? Because he ain't got nothing else to say. He can't refute it, right? I said, you're the one who spoke about the game. I never gave my opinion. You're speaking subjectively like it's a fact. Like the game is just trash. You're speaking like the game is factually as, and it's not even out. You touched a demo that we all seen. Everybody's seen this demo. Every person that is in this community has seen it. And then I go on to say, but that's your opinion. The thing that you're claiming is fact is your opinion. If people had eyes, they clearly see that you just avoided my whole point. You clown the game, but cover news on it. All right. I had to do some more because I did say what I said it, right? I said, you clown the game, but cover news for it. Go on a convention to play the game, call it trash before you even touch the damn stick. Then stream it and say it's bad. Make that shit make sense. All right. All in all, I just called him out for what the hell he's doing, Ron. All right. He sat on his channel ever since the release. All right. And I'm going to scroll down. All right. We're going to do a little bit. All right, we're going to watch a couple of these videos, show you what I'm talking about. But before the release, man, he was sitting there saying that Age 1000 wasn't Xenoverse 3. Turns out Age 1000 was Xenoverse 3. He sat there and said Xenoverse 3 is going to be ass. We don't know that. We have no opinion. He sat there and said, we don't need this. We don't want that. But I can't express this enough. He still goes out his way to the convention where you first ever released to the public for the demo to play the game solely. Come on, that's like sitting there saying I don't like spaghetti, but you sitting there slurping up some spaghetti meat in your mouth. You know what I'm saying? That shit don't make no sense. I hate it. Well, why you keep eating it? Because I fucking hate it. That's on y'all. That's on you. If you want to eat shit and die while you claiming that you hate it, eat shit and die. You know what I'm saying? But don't drag other people with you. Okay, don't drag other people with you. I digress. I can't stress this enough. This man is going to sit there and say he hates this game before it's even out, and he's going to buy it. He gonna buy the deluxe edition. All right, I'm telling y'all better stop it. I'm not sitting here saying you can't like a game, see maybe some elements that you like about the game and buy it. You might be curious about it. I'm not stating that. What I'm saying is he expressively states it's trash, it's garbage, it's blah, blah, it's slop, all this stuff. He expressively says it multiple videos, multiple occasions, right? And anybody who says the game looks good to them, he argues and debates them about the game in its current condition of what we've seen it. It's not even out, but as what we've seen, he tried to argue and debate everybody about it. So again, as y'all can see, we're going to go into this video. Right, this is one of the main videos I want, and I want y'all to peep something too, because I do got the plugin so you can see the dislikes. This man ratio, dislike to like ratio, is a little unsettling if you see that he got more dislikes than he got likes. We're gonna check the comments too on it. We might not watch the whole video. I'm pretty sure we're not gonna watch the whole 13-minute video, right? Because we got other people to watch, and we're gonna do some actual like live reactions of other people talking about the game, because again, like I said, we definitely gonna watch this President Rose joint. He might have a little bit more he might have a different way of saying it, because I want to check him out more, because I haven't seen President Rose's real take on it, and I want to see his history when it comes to Xenoverse 3, because he can potentially be a part of the problem. All right, as well. All right, but going in, like I said, he goes and he attacks Syriax, right? Remember, like I told y'all, he acts like he doesn't know Syriax, but in this video, he knows who he is. When I talk about it, he act like I don't really know him, to just say like I don't know anything about his following or anything. I don't know what was anything about him. I'm not reacting to him for clout, but listen what he says.
This is what we need to change about the anime community, bro. We need to stop making people feel like, oh, you can't react to a Syriax video because you want clout. You react to a Syriax video because you're a hater. You want his platform.
Now, again, before we even continue, remember his words. Remember his words. Mark my words. I am recording and I'm reacting to him. So mark my words. Mark my words. Y'all get this stream up, you get these likes up and whatnot. I might make a video, whatever, cropping this joint out. Mark my words. This joint gonna come back and he gonna be a hypocrite because I'm doing a piece on him. Alright? Mark my words.
You want what he got? No, I don't, nigga. The same way if you go to any other community, right? Rather it be Pokemon, music, reactions, whatever, lol cows, whatever it may be, bro. Niggas make videos on niggas. Why does it take the anime community to be like, oh yeah, you just want clout, you just want this? Nigga, no, the I don't. He's part of the space.
Keep that same energy.
I make gaming videos.
Keep that same energy.
Anime games. Why can't I react to him? Why is he untouchable? What makes him so fucking perfect that nobody can make a video on this nigga? Why? Oh, you can't make a video on him. Who the fuck are you? You didn't pay for my setup. You didn't pay for nothing I had.
That I might agree with.
Who I can and can't react to.
I have no problem with that. I got no problem with that. But let's hear some more. Let's hear some more of his takes.
Who are
No, now let's take a quick pause. I want y'all to pay attention to what Sirius got to say. Because what Sirius got to say, for majority of it, I totally agree. I totally agree with what he says. We here with it. We here with it. So pay attention to what Sirius got to say and then watch the reaction of Six.
A lot of people who are kind of writing Xenoverse 3 gameplay off already, prejudging things before enough information has come out, jumping the gun, so to speak. Because they saw the gameplay demo or whatever on a parallel quest, and they're using that to completely judge how the game is going to be. But I say parallel quest, I don't know what it's going to be called.
All right, already we're going to stop you there, bro. It's Dragon Ball Xenoverse 3. It's not that people are writing it off because they saw it in a parallel quest. It's because the shit looks like slop.
I can't make this up. I can't make this shit up. I can't make this up, bro. Give me a reason why it quote unquote looks like slop to you. Give me a reason. I've asked this question multiple times, and there's only been one person that actually gave me not really a full definitive actual answer. Gave me like one of these. Didn't really answer my question too much, but he did actually say there's certain elements of the game that I've seen that I didn't like, but this is what I do like. Okay, so he did give me that. Six says nothing good about the game. And I just want y'all to pay that attention. Keep this in mind too. Actually, I wanted to create some art. Yeah, no, I'm good with art.
This is a game that's been in development for 7 years. All right, this is the third installment for the series. This game looks shit. I'm also, I know I'm pausing a lot, but I'm gonna also give my theory again of why, even though I kind of did, but I'm gonna reiterate my theory of why I think he going so hard on Xenoverse 3 and his quote unquote take. It does look like a third installment for a Dragon Ball game. All right, it does not. In fact, it looks like the Breakers and like Xenoverse had a child. It looks like the Breakers 2, if anything, like the Breakers update. It does not look like Xenoverse 3. And I told y'all before, man, there's a reason why they did not tell y'all the initial name for this game when they released that trailer, right? The announcement trailer. They called. All right, we're going to debunk that little statement that he said right here. Listen, Xenoverse and Dragon Ball games and other gaming companies, the consoles and everything, they always give you a code name. All right. Not every single game, not every single console is going to give you the exact name. You know it's going to be a PS6 coming after, because that's typically what PlayStation has done in the past over 5 generations of consoles. Xbox has changed their name on multiple occasions. So we don't know what the new Xbox is going to be called. We know the project name for it, aka Project Helix, just like H1000 was Project H1000. It's a project name. All right. They don't give you the name because they're trying to get the licensing
for in the copyrights to the actual name of it. They may or may not have had the license for Xenoverse because there's been many other Xenoverse or Xeno type of games out there, like Xenoblade, blah, 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 which has the initial Xeno into it. They may be trying to trademark or copyright the specific prefix of Xenoverse in Xeno. Who knows? We don't know the full aspect of it, but they didn't release it just because of they didn't have the full rights to the title and the name of Xenoverse 3. Simple.
All that Dragon Ball Age 1000. I wonder why.
Like if I just showed
I just debunked everything you just said.
gameplay of me doing a parallel quest where I have to kill like 50 pools or some shit in Xenoverse 2, that's obviously not what PvP is gonna look like.
Why the fuck are you showing me a parallel quest? That is not what we give a fuck about when it comes to Dragon Ball Xenoverse.
Why show your in-game content at the beginning of the game's life cycle when the game's life cycle ain't even in the public yet? It's almost like they was trying to show off a portion of what they got to offer, not everything in the first trailer. Is it me, or does that sound kind of sane? That sound kind of about right. You don't show your whole basket. You don't show your whole hand. You keep a couple to yourself and you let that joint ride. You get the hype up and then you let it reside for a little bit. Then you show some more, right? I don't know. Just saying.
That's a chore. That is a chore game mode that nobody likes to play. And the only reason people play it is because they want to unlock an outfit, right? A wig, which if you want to unlock a wig, you're crazy. Or, you know, a move, right? That's the only reason people are paying parallel quests. Nobody, I mean...
The reason why there's not that many people playing parallel quests right now is because, again, we are at the end game of the game. The game has been at the end game for a long time. It's been 10 years. We've been needed a Xenoverse game. Okay, so they added more content and more DLCs to give you that extra feeling of less in-game emotions, feeling during the game. They try to give you that extra with the DLC. Thus, every time they gave us a DLC in the past, 4 to 5 DLCs, we got a new cap on the leveling. All right, changing the game a bit, making the in-game scene feel a little bit more different. That's why eventually at one point when the game was at its in-game phase, they decided to cater more to casuals and add in limit burst and add in some more ways to actually use defensive mechanics, which in my personal opinion, I still hate evasives. All right, but they sat there and they gave you more ways to do evasives, or they balanced evasions, and they gave you more super souls, and they did X, Y, and Z. They gave you more to feel as if the end game had more content into it. Having parallel quests, having expert missions and everything, those were beginning game. That was beginning game content. So once you got done with the story, you went into the expert mission. You played the harder parallel quest. You played the raid mode missions, right? Because raid battles and raid modes wasn't actually in the game at the beginning. We just had expert missions and parallel quests. Then eventually they added in weekly, bi-weekly raid missions where you would go up against a raid boss, an actual raid boss that mirrored the expert missions, not the actual like game mode itself. This was a weekly thing that you would get, or bi-weekly, monthly thing that you would get. And you would actually have a harder time getting these rewards. You have to play it through them multiple times to get the highest rewards. So it was a system to increase play for the in-game scene. So what they did was factory recycle this through the DLCs throughout the years because they were already in production of making a new game. All right. That's the reason why, what was it, the 4th or 5th DLC, something like that? They tried to end the game because they were going to bring out Xenoverse 3 soon. Clearly, they weren't ready, so they added another DLC, aka the Future Saga, to continue until they were ready.
I'm not gonna lie.
Just keep debunking everything this guy say.
I'm convinced there are niggas out there that literally can't wait to get home from work or school and boot up a parallel quest. Like, I know those niggas exist, but the normal people that play Dragon Ball Xenoverse, the quest.
We'll skip this. We'll skip the Series XXX.
What we saw can't be.
We care. because we're actual fans.
Used to judge what the experience is going to look like in a 1v1.
Why can't I? So you're telling me if I go on a Instagram and I see her posting all these fucking thirst traps, I can't judge the because I don't know her personally. I didn't talk to her yet. I didn't get to know her yet. Fuck nigga, I see thirst traps. She's a thought.
Did this man just compare a game to a female? Like, in the sense of what you just said, yeah, of course, what you actually said, but that comparing to something that you've seen that has more context to it, all right, that doesn't make any sense. We don't see anything when it comes to a female, something like that, man. Of course, if it walked like a duck, it looked like a duck. It's probably a duck, but she still got more context. So I advise you to actually listen to what she got to say, because the minute she open her mouth, you'll hear it. All right, when it comes to a game, right, you don't get to see everything, right? They only gonna show you what they gonna show you. So even when you go to see it, as per what you did during DreamCon, you're gonna see and play what you seen. They're not gonna give you all the details. They're not gonna say, oh, when we get to the demo, you have the full game there. That's stupid. You don't have the full game at hand. That makes no sense. If you had the full game at hand and you played it all the way through, sure, maybe, but the game don't come out till next year. And at this time of this video, bro hasn't even touched the game yet. So that makes no sense of what he's trying to. He made an analogy that sounded retarded, but excuse my language, retarded, but whatever, you get what I'm saying.
I don't got to. She's a thought. It's a bot.
Characters doing combos.
Bot.
For a game like Xenoverse, if you look at demonstrations of characters doing combos or something like that on DLC in the past, it's not to the level that like a sweaty person like me playing this game is going to look like, you know what I mean? Or people who are sweatier than me in Xenoverse is going to look like
Syriax, I don't know why you saying sweaty, bro. I'm not even trying to be funny. Syriax, you are one of the worst Dragon Ball Xenoverse players of all.
Why you gotta slander this man playing the game, for one? Number two, you can't tell me he's not going for clout, because Syriax never said that. He tried to take him out of context right here. Now, again, I want y'all to realize I'm not defending Syriax in any shape or form. This man can handle his own. All right. If he decided to respond to this, he decided to respond to it. Like, I ain't responding to Syriax or anything. Like I said, he handle his own. I'm not even responding to 6, right? I'm just really showing y'all what these guys are doing. All right. And unfortunately, Six, we're about to catch the blunt of everything right now, because right now he is the main person that I've seen that is starting this quote unquote hate trend, hate movement of Xenoverse 3. And it's just a trend to get y'all to click his video. All right. And again, I don't care if y'all click or not. All right. When it comes to this type of video or anything like that, I don't care if y'all agree or disagree with me. All right. I'm here for the debate. I'm here to listen to your opinions and your whatnot. But when it comes to trying to make your opinion objectively facts, then that's when I have a problem. All right. And being a part of this community, I'm not going to let you slander another person when they just giving their opinion, while you're going to slander them to say that what you say is fact, when you just talking. You just yapping, bro. And it's okay, bro. If you would just say that you yapping, you don't like the game, bro, look bad to you. Okay, look bad to you. Don't try to sit there and say it's bad to the whole community. You got a little bit of something, or you think you got a little bit of something or whatever, and then you're going to try to spew all this nonsense that's not real and act like you got all the answers, Chief. You don't. You have no answers, bro. You just talking out the side of your neck.
Tom. Definitely top 25. I don't know where you're getting this sweatiness from. You're not good, my.
You never said that. And did y'all notice there ain't a single Xenoverse video this man got on his channel? He probably play it. I ain't saying that he don't. But where your stuff at? Where your videos at? Where your shit at? You such a content creator, right? But I digress. This is the people that y'all like. This is the content creators that y'all decide to go to for your news and your whatever, you know what I'm saying, that you so much agree with. I guess. If you can't think for yourself.
Like you asked, who cares, nigga? My God, at all. You are not the person to be talking.
All they're gonna do is sit there and yap and talk about him not being great at the game. Yeah, Betty.
mobile game.
What I seen, serious, like,
You're not.
some people saying like, oh, this looks like a mobile game, or this looks like Dragon Ball Z Kakarot. Like, what is this? Like, what the hell is this? This isn't even Xenoverse anymore, whatever. Like, I've seen some people saying shit like that. And I will say, you could be right, but I do think you're just being a little bit, jumping the gun a little bit. So obviously this is the... All right.
And what Syriac said right here, right? We're going to go off what Syriac says right here before we hear Six. We're going to say right here. I totally agree with everything he just said right there. I said the same thing too. I seen a crap ton of elements that came from Battle of Z, such as that finger spread shot that I talked about in a previous video, or a previous video that's coming soon. I don't remember if it's out or not. It probably is. Where the 5-finger spread shot, we seen, actually it was, because we seen it during the live stream where they had the 5 spread shot and he locked onto it with, this is a super as well, not the Kamehameha or anything like that. This is a regular super where you can lock on to people and you can shoot them. That specific sequence is in Battle of Z. It's when you have Vegito. Yeah, Super Vegito. Vegito has one of his abilities is to lock onto all the enemies. This is more likely going to be 4 people in it. You can lock onto all 4 and throw it at every single person. All right. So that specific thing right there, that screamed to me Battle of Z. And to be honest, I'm good with that. Actually, I like that a lot, because especially if you're doing a 2v2, 3v3, and eventually potentially, because we don't know, a 4v4, which I think might be kind of hectic, but depending on how they do it, it could go crazy. You can actually help out anybody getting jumped, all right, with certain moves like that, all right? You can do. I got you, bro. Bop. You know what I'm saying? Stun them, and then your boys can, do their own thing and get that jumping out of the way. So I mean, I see a lot of potential when I see things such like that they implemented from other games, that I believe if they were to utilize these certain moves or abilities, or certain things in a certain kind of way into a game that's like a Xenoverse type of game, it can go insane. So when Syriac has said that, I totally agree with that 100%. All right, we're gonna go back for people coming in. So here's Syriac's point, and then we'll go into
like, what
Six's
is this? Like, what the hell
reaction
is this?
to
This isn't even Xenoverse anymore, whatever. Like, I've seen some people saying shit like that. And I will say, you could be right, but I do think you're just being a little bit, jumping the gun a little bit. So obviously this is the...
All right, that was a fair take. He said you could be right. All right, it's not really glazing. Okay, Syriax, you know what? Respect, my nigga. He said you could be right. Nigga, I am right, though, nigga. I am.
You know what I'm saying? I can't make this shit up. I can't make this up. Dude, nigga, you not right. You not right. You're not right. We don't know how the game gonna go. We don't have all the facts. We don't have everything. We got what we got at face value. And if you don't like what we have at face value, your opinion at that point is valid. Is it correct? Not entirely. Is it factual? Not at all. It's just that, your opinion. And nigga, it's okay. It's okay. You not him. You not all-knowing. You not omniscient. Nigga, sit your ass down. Cover the game like everybody else. You ain't nothing special. You trying to get these people to click your videos because you want to spew hate, and everybody knows that hate, negativity when it comes to anything just clicks quick. You quick to find a video of somebody fighting and click that joint versus a person reading a Bible scripture. All right, let's stop that. And it is what it is, but let's be honest. That type of thing corrupts people. And what I'm doing right now is just exposing corruption. I force you to want to click his video through the hate because he supposedly hate the game. The nigga gonna buy the deluxe version of Xenoverse 3. I promise you, the person that y'all keep looking into to be like, oh, that's Six World. He don't like Xenoverse. Whatever he say, I agree with. The nigga gon' buy the deluxe version of Xenoverse 3. Mark my words, he buying it. He buying the deluxe version, and he gonna put it on the presences is that he gonna buy it so you don't. That nigga gonna play it. He gonna beat the story mode. He gonna get majority of the achievements, if not complete that bitch. I'm telling y'all, think with your own mind, think with your own opinion, If you like the game, you like the game. If you don't, you don't. That's your opinion. Let it be. Let it be. All right. Do we need more as anime gamers from these companies? Yes, I agree. There's no reason why Shinobi Strikers should have lost the amount of people that it had lost the first year that it came out. There's no reason why that Soleil shouldn't have gotten the budget from Bandai to make their story mode into the game. I totally wholeheartedly say that Bandai and all its other publishers, when it comes to certain video games, Shueisha, all of them need to do better for these damn anime games. 100%, especially Dragon Ball and Naruto being one of the most predominant anime titles in gaming history ever. I don't care. All right. But when it comes to something that we have yet to see at all, when it comes to actual other things other than what we've seen at face value, very small portion, right? We haven't seen the PvP. We don't really know a whole bunch about the plot line. We don't know so much about the hub world. We don't know all these things. The most that we know right now is, spoiler alert, we know the fact that there are new developers into this engine that they've made this game into. All right. And I'm debating on uploading a video about the new developers that Xenoverse 3 has gotten into, because it tells you a story about the background of how the game is going to be created, because the tools and the developers that they've used when it comes to Xenoverse 3 suggests that it's going to be a more open world style of gaming, a more slight MMO element. I don't want to sit there and assume that it's going to be an MMO, because it doesn't even look like that. It's a massive multiplayer online. All right. You got 4 people in a mission. That ain't nothing. Massive multiplayer about nothing. All right. That's a regular 4-player multiplayer joint. All right. And that's just one game mode. There could be potential where there is in-game lobby events, is what I'm speculating that is a possibility. All right. We could get something where you walk outside of your apartment. And when you walk outside your apartment, maybe you get to pick a different apartment. Not, you don't just stay in that bomber's space, or, you know, so maybe you can go, maybe you have like I said, a slight bit of a GTA Dragon Ball-ish type of thing. All right. And then you have a in-game event that happens, like the Frieza event that would happen in Xenoverse 2. But instead, since we have a more of a different engine and more better technology, we're actually able to fly into the event and actually do the event right there. All right. And have a bit of a server pool where one lobby will have 12 to 24 people or something like that in one specific lobby. And then you could just go in and do those events with those specific people. Tag in your friends. You guys jump into a different lobby and you go and you fly and you do things in that specific lobby, or whatever the case may be. But I digress. Even me saying all this, it's just speculation. I don't know. All right. I'm just basing it off of what I've seen and what I know. All right. And I give my own opinion and my own speculation. All that to say is I know the engines and I know what tools they've been using, because I've already researched all of this stuff. All right. And if y'all want me to make that video, I'll make that video. But I'm 50-50 on making it. But I digress. Let's continue on.
Right. They get a shit look like a mobile game. Look at this. Pause, my guy. I doubt the game is going to do a big change from then.
We can go ahead and see a comparison at the end of the video, but the game does not look like a mobile game. And if we want to say the game look like a mobile game, look at Gekishi Impact. That game looks gorgeous. Those character models are insane. You can call it a mobile game if you want to, but the game looks good. The models look insane. So you want to compare it to a mobile game? Okay. This ain't freaking the 2010s where mobile games look like shit. All right, these mobile games look clean, so let's stop it. Y'all seen that Monster Hunter, those 2 Monster Hunter games that they bringing out? The console version and the PC version, or the mobile version? Psh, the mobile version look way better.
You know, the actual game, they always half-ass these games. Word, that ass. It's Bandai. It's like niggas can't release from the Genjutsu. Like, Kai, release. They do this every time. Niggas ride the game, they glaze the game. When the game come out, half the population's gone because it's not playable. The server.
Now, when he says the people glaze the game, all right, we're referring to what we've seen again at face value. He's reacting to Syriax. Tell me I'm wrong. Did Syriax say anything to quote unquote glaze the game? Did he say anything quote unquote to say that this is the best game ever? Did he say anything of that? Because what I heard Syriax say, we just don't know. This could happen. This could happen. We don't know yet. We haven't gotten everything. We haven't seen everything yet. You're judging it based off of what you see and claiming that it's completely trash before you got to touch it, before you got to experience it. You have to judge things based off of your experience. You can't judge things from outside the club. That's like saying being an actor is really, really easy. Have you done acting before? No, but I can tell by looking at it, it looked easy. How do you know if you never experienced it? Well, we're going to continue on because he does get to play the demo. And I've got an explanation for that too.
It's the same.
Which you think I already kind of said, but we're going to do it again.
Every time. And then the same dumb niggas get mad. The game ain't even out yet. You're just a hater. How am I hating? Nigga, I pay for my games. I don't like to get robbed yearly. I don't like wasting money on.
And yet he's still going to buy the game. He's still going to buy it. He's going to buy the game, y'all. He says, listen, I just want y'all to hear that again.
The game ain't even out yet. You're just a hater. How am I hating? Nigga, I pay for my games. I don't like to get robbed yearly.
But you're going to buy the damn game. I promise y'all. He's going to sit there to the ends of the time until we get the release date and the day of he's going to buy the game. He says all this to be that person to buy the game. If you don't like the game, you want to petition to not play the game. You want to petition to people not to buy the game. Lead by example. Don't buy the damn game. But I promise y'all, he's only saying this stuff so you guys can click the video. All right? It's the same thing like they say, quote unquote, we did something here in the government. Turn out they didn't do it. And in fact, it's happening because you see the result of what's going on in the world. That's exactly what he's doing. He's leading y'all into the fact of false pretenses that the game is bad. He doesn't want to have to pay for a game that is going to be bad, right? He doesn't want to pay for a game that he deems unfun. But he makes multiple different video contents on the game. Still saying to the ends of the earth, I don't like this game. He's gonna buy the game. Newsflash. He gonna buy the damn game. All right? He gonna buy that deluxe version. Mark my word, he gonna buy this game. Okay? So don't sit here and be like the game's trash. I'm not gonna get it and just a third and blah 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 blah. Right? If that's what you truly feel, stand on that. And I wholeheartedly will respect that. But don't do anything because somebody else told you that the game is bad. Don't do something because somebody told you that the game is good. Even me personally, don't do it because I say, hey, or I'll say that the game is good. Oh, you guys should buy it. The game's great. It's awesome. And it's in the third. It might not be good for you. You see it at face value and you let somebody who has experience have it. But Arctic, shout out to Master Ted, but Arctic, he actually did play the game. Oh, don't worry. We're going to get into that soon. But he played a demo of what we are literally watching. Y'all see it? Y'all see it? We're going to get into it.
I don't like wasting money on slop. I don't.
We're going to click to the next Syriax explanation.
I gotta play it. I mean, I'll be at DreamCon, so I'm gonna play it, but like, come on.
Bro, I didn't even see this part. Did he just contradict himself in the same breath?
I don't like wasting money on slop. I don't like wasting my money. And I know I'm going to, because I'm a content creator. So I gotta buy it.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Wait, I didn't see this part yet. I didn't see this part. In the same breath, I just sat there and say he couldn't buy it no matter what. He proves to me, he proves to y'all straight up, he gonna buy it. And he lied. Guys, I have to buy it. I'm a content creator. It's my job. I gotta buy it. Guys, I gotta buy it. I have to. I'm a content creator. Man, if y'all don't shut your stupid ass up. Dog, bro, I'm a content creator too. All right? But you don't see me buying every damn anime game in this fucking lifespan to get the hype views on the first 2-3 weeks and no damn well I'm not going to pay that. When I know for a fact I'm going to waste my money. I know I'm going to waste my money. Whether I make content on it or not, I know for a fact it's going to be a waste. I don't like the game. I'm not buying it. He said it to your face. This is what I want y'all to really hear. I'm gonna play it again for those people in the back. I want y'all to listen how much of a hypocrite. In the same breath, he sat there and said Xenoverse is ass. Xenoverse 3 is trash, blah, 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 blah. In the same breath, he makes an excuse that he gonna buy the game. This is the person that you want to get your opinion on? Somebody who not going to be honest with you? He going to get the game because he's the content creator? Nigga, shut up. You going to get it because you like it. You going to get it because you going to put on a false pretense. Bro, I don't like the fact that I don't like the new Demon Slayer. I didn't purchase Xenosaber 2. Did you ever see it on my channel? You'll never see it on the channel. If you ever see it on the channel, no, I got it allegedly, I got it from an emulator. All right? Which I did. All right? But allegedly. All right? Because we got to say it because of, Nintendo. But I've never paid for it. Right? And I never will. All right? I didn't get Storm Connections. Y'all can go back when Storm Connections was going was getting released, right? A couple weeks before, whatever the case may be, and everybody was like, oh, Storm Connection is gonna be the shit. I said that shit was gonna be ass, and I was right. Don't nobody even play it. There's quadruple the amount of people playing Storm 4 than Connections. I sat there and said, I'm not playing that shit. I'm not buying it. It ain't never gonna be on the channel. And what happened? It's never on the channel. Could I have made content out of it? Could I have gotten 2 weeks of content out of it? I could have. But I'm not going to waste my money on a game or anything that I don't like. And I'm not going to base it on the pretenses of I'm a content creator. All right. And the reason why I am quote unquote backing Syriacs in the whole anime space of these creators like that is because when they don't like a game or they don't want to play a game, they don't can play it. All right. If y'all watch the 3 idiots, that's Syriax, Doya, and Ramstyle, you know that sometimes when they go off tangent when it comes to certain games and whatnot, they play certain games on their own. Dato actually plays Shinobi Strikers on his own, all right? He asked Syriax and Ramstyle if they wanted to play. Ramstyle and Syriax said they don't like the game, they don't want to play the game. He plays it on his own, right? Syriax be playing God of War and other stuff. The other two don't play that. All right, they play games on their own. Whatever game that they like, they play what they like. They buy the games that they like, and that's totally fine. You're not going to really catch me buying a God of War. Do I like the story? Do I think it's cool? I don't have a PlayStation. Do I like PlayStation? So I'm not going to do that. But I'll watch it. I'll watch it. I'm not saying it's a bad game. I just don't like it. It's not my cup of tea. All right? Not the new God of Wars, at least. It's all right, but the story's interesting, so I'll watch it. I'll watch other content creators because I'm a content creator type of dude. I'll sit there, I'll watch streams and stuff like that. This guy just wants your clicks. He just wants your money, bro. He's not here for this community. I just want y'all to know that. Six Squirrel is not here for the community. He's here for the paper, man. But hey, form your own opinion about him.
Gotta play it. I mean, I'll be at DreamCon, so I'm gonna play it, but like, come on.
Can y'all please chill? You fly.
But I am going to show y'all the contradictions that he said, bro. I got to replay before we get into it. In the same breath, I can't iterate this enough.
Why? Really? That ass. It's bad. A big shit look like a mobile game. They always have.
This man in the same breath sat there and said the game look like ass, but I gotta buy it because I'm a content creator.
Why? Release. When the game come out, half the population's gone because it's not playable. Same dumb niggas get mad. The game ain't even out yet. You're just a hater. How am I hating? I don't like wasting money on slop. I don't like wasting my money, and I know I'm going to because I'm a content creator.
I know I'm going to. I don't like wasting my money, but I got to because I'm a content creator. I have to, guys. I have to. It's my money. I have to do it. So again, I promise you, he just told y'all that he don't like the game. It's slop, and he's gonna buy the game. So I'm hoping y'all form your opinion, man.
So I gotta buy.
If anybody, he literally said it. I'm not. This ain't even my wording. This ain't nothing that I gotta find. He said it.
Yearly.
One more time for you.
I don't like wasting money on slop. I don't like wasting my money, and I know I'm going to because I'm a content creator. So I gotta buy it.
Oh, you do. You gotta buy.
Play it.
So it's an excuse, y'all. Don't believe that. That is an excuse. He doesn't have to buy it. You have a choice. Like, ain't nobody got a gun to your head saying, buy Xenoverse 3. Slop, sir, it's slop. I don't care. Buy Xenoverse 3. You need to buy it right now. Nobody's doing that, dude.
I mean, I'll be at DreamCon, so I'm gonna play it, but like,
see, I'm gonna be at DreamCon, guys. I'm gonna play it. Shut up. I hate people who lie to people and lie to themselves and think it's the truth.
come on.
But if that's the people that y'all want to deal with, you'll never get that bullshit from me.
Please chill. You fly
And if I do, call me out on it, and I'll correct myself.
I mean, I'll be at DreamCon, so I'm gonna play
But y'all
it,
never gonna
like,
catch me doing some dumb shit like that.
Can y'all please chill? You fly up, it's some pools, bro. The first quest in Xenoverse 1, you fought like a few Cybermen. Then you had to like revive Krillin and shit like that. Like,
okay, but if this is the third installment, Syriax, this is the third installment for Dragon Ball Xenoverse.
Are you about to do what I think you're about to do?
Why are you showing us a pool gameplay? You can't get mad at people not liking this. Nigga, this is the third installment. This isn't the first franchise, bro. This is not the first installment for the Xenoverse franchise. This is the third. Number 3. You should be showing Jiren, Gohan Beast, gameplay. Why are we
So we gon' oh my goodness. He makes no sense, dude. He literally makes no sense. So we gonna just act like at the end of this demo, they didn't show Broly as a raid boss. They didn't show Broly's fighting style. Not Z Broly, not movie Broly, not Z Broly, but Super Broly, the latest Broly out. Was what the second to last movie out character. Yeah, I'm gonna let that sink in for y'all. I'm gonna let that sink in.
like, why are we showing it? We don't care. Show us what you've been working on these past 7 years. You gonna show us a raid quest with a pool? And we're supposed to just be like, yeah, we gotta wait for more. No, f that, nigga. Show me the heat now. This shit come out next year. We already in June. We about to be in July in a couple of days.
So again, I don't think he understands what pacing of promotion is. Putting all your cards in one basket for a release that's going to happen next year, potentially a full 365 days from the first time you teased it, right? You have to make a full promotion. And luckily these times today and age, you pretty much get free publicity, free promotion from content creators like myself to actually continue the hype, right? So spacing it around the content creators, also by bringing in the content creators and paying them, of course, but bringing in content creators to say, hey, we have this product. We see that you made a video on it, blah, 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 yada, yada, yada. They bring them in to add extra promotion because the face of promotion is not the game itself always anymore. All right. The face of promotion is typically around the people that create content around these games, these media, whatever the case may be. Right. Even movies have these things, X, Y, and Z. That's why a lot of times you get the first trailer of something. Thing happens 2-3 weeks, maybe even a few months, and then they drop the second trailer. Right. They do it around content creators, around YouTube and other forms of social media, due to the fact that we, the people, the community themselves actually are the part of the promotion, right? If you get those people involved into the promotion, I am spitting everywhere. Sorry, I just ate. But anyway, we're getting, when you get those people involved into the promotion, all right, it adds an extra layer of hype to it. All right. So of course, Bandai and the developers are actually cutting everything in bits and pieces, right? But they wanted to continue the hype. As you guys can see, that's the reason why Xenoverse has dropped a trailer, then a trailer, then a trailer, because they're doing it between 2, 3, 4 different games right now through different hypes. Of course, we got Xenoverse 2 and 3. So they put the hype between both of these games at the same time to keep you on your toes and your edge, giving the creators to make more content over time for it. So yes, they're not going to show you everything. They're going to show you something very minuscule into the gameplay, aka that's why we have this mission called the special mission, potentially the new parallel quest, or even expert mission. All right. So I digress. Let's continue to hear more of what this week take is. We're going to switch over to a couple of the videos and some more posts and even a new creator, right? Because I don't want to harp on a boy too much.
That's 5 months till 2027. What are you talking about? I say I hate when they talk to these niggas like they're like kids, like they're dumb. What are you talking about?
These are just random little pools, dude. And then some people said it didn't even look or feel like Xenoverse. When I saw combos, or when I saw her actually like punching.
We got an ad. Get out of my screen.
So what? Just because it's a random pool, it means that, you know, we can just like neglect that the whole fact that the HUD looks trash, that the gameplay looks mid because you're fighting in a pool. So if you are fighting,
the HUD don't look great. That's one thing that I say. I will agree with that. The HUD can lose a little bit of work. It is a little bit cluttered. All right. I like the aesthetic of the HUD. I don't like the clutter of the HUD. I think they can fix that up. All right. And maybe some of these things could get removed eventually in time, but maybe they just wanted to show you some things. But I think they're going to already fix the HUD because they already showed that they already are doing things with the HUD. If y'all don't remember, right now on this specific version, right? This specific version, when it comes through the cooldown meter, it's inside of the photo. Okay, it's inside of the photo. But this is a older build. All right. When we get the demo, when it came to DreamCon and wherever the roadmap for the tour of Xenoverse 3, you see that there's a newer version, right, in which that the meter is on the outside of these things now. You got that for the soul change or for the transformations, the awoken skills. All right, we have it on the outside. Even for, if I'm not mistaken, when you do it again and you have the cooldown meter or the timer is down here as well. All right, so we know they're gonna change about that. And if the first video that we actually seen of this, if you didn't pay attention, because me and my boys, when we actually watched it live, we noticed that the audio didn't sound that great when it comes to the soundboarding and everything, the key blast, the punching and everything. But when the second video also came out, it sounded like it hit like a truck. All right, it hit like a truck. All right, them sounds, them hits sounded hard now. All right, when we watched that latest video, but
a Jiren here, the gameplay still would have been the same. It just would have been Jiren. So what are you talking about? Siriax is trying to say this because you're fighting in a pool, the gameplay doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It's only in a pool. What if it was a...
He didn't say that. He literally didn't say that. He didn't say that. Y'all gotta listen. This is what I'm saying. Pay attention. People should be lying.
These are just random little pools, dude. And then some people said it didn't even look or feel like Xenoverse. When I saw combos, or when I saw her actually like punching.
So what?
That's exactly what he said. He said these are just random pools. They're just random. That's all he said about a pool. And then he wants to go on and say, because we're gonna still hear it, he wants to say that when he's seen the actual combos of him fighting in the pool, it looks like Xenoverse. Because it does. We don't know how the mechanics and how it feels and whatnot, but it looks verbatim. If you watch the combos, it looked like Xenoverse. We watched the camera pan into the character when they're doing certain moves. We're doing that final attack and everything. Just like the Saiyan males in Xenoverse 2, when you do the full X chain, you see them do the hit, and then you see them knock the opponent off, and then they do a fly down. It looks like Xenoverse. So when y'all say that, I don't understand that.
Siriax is trying to say this. If it was bid like that, you talk
player experience, and that's why I'm just saying,
again. What are you talking about?
That's what I'm asking. What you talking about? I don't know what you talking about.
I'm just saying it's hard to judge in a clearly solo player experience on how that's gonna be.
Oh, chat. By the way, did you guys know that in Dragon Ball Xenoverse 2, the stamina breaks are different in parallel quests and in online PvP? That's a joke, by the way. It works the same way. So what the are you talking about? This is what I'm saying. Niggas are
what did he say that?
Trying to manipulate situations that don't need to be manipulated, bro. The shit just looks
really
trash. It's okay. It is okay for a video game to look trash. It's not okay that you're trying to justify it by saying that other people opinions don't really matter because they're not waiting like you're waiting the game out. They didn't get all the full context yet. It doesn't matter. So what happens when I go to DreamCon and I play?
Now, again, I want y'all to realize everything he just said was projection, because that's what he's doing. That's what he's doing. Syriac said nothing discriminating his opinion or anything like that. He's just saying he doesn't understand it like I do. I don't get what y'all saying. It doesn't look like Xenoverse at all. It doesn't look like the series at all. Show me. Show me the facts of what you think doesn't. He never said or explained what doesn't look like Xenoverse. He just spewed out some things that he didn't like about it, right? But he never explained those things of why it doesn't look like Xenoverse to you. All right, Syriac explained why he thinks it looks like it to him. Because to me, I agree. Those combos look like it. The camera angles look like Xenoverse. A lot of these camera angles look like this specific, the Super God Fist, that is Xenoverse at its core on every single Xenoverse that they had this game into, which I think one had it too. It looks like Xenoverse, okay? I thought, what are you talking about?
Game myself. What are you gonna say then? Oh, they're gonna say I'm rage baiting. Oh, they're gonna say I'm trolling. They're gonna try and pretty much disregard how I feel about the game.
No. Nobody's disregarding how you feel about the game. You can feel how you want about the game, but when you try to act like it's fact, that's where I have a problem. Hell, even if you act like it's good and you think for a fact it's good, it's not factual. We don't know yet. You haven't really touched the game. Even if you got the demo in, I would never sit there, play the demo when I do play the demo and be like, I know the game backhand, forward, back and left, right. Nobody has access to the full game. So we don't know what's in store. We don't know everything. We only can judge off of what we've seen and what we experienced. At this point in time in this video, man he only seen stuff. He can't even experience or say anything about it.
Because they want to be positive and experience it the way they want to experience it. Something called toxic positivity, dog. It's a real thing. Their go-to is, well, the game isn't even out yet. It's still in early development, but why the f can you pre-order the game? If it's in early development, why the f am I able to pre-order the game right now?
You can't pre-order the game. You can put it in your wish list. Oh my gosh. You can't pre-order the game right now. You can put it in your wish list. Listen, I'm being petty at this point. I'm being petty at this point. But you can't pre-order the game. You can wish list it, but you can't pre-order the game. I'm being petty because he being petty. So I'm gonna be petty too. Because I got time today. And if I'm wrong, I'm not him. I'll admit that I'm wrong. But unlike him, I'm not wrong. And I got proof to back it up. There's a difference. Alright, we go on to Steam. Trying to be lazy.
I lost it all. I want the avatar. I want my honor, my throne.
You can wish list it.
I want it back.
But he goes to say,
Why the f can you pre-order the game? If it's in early development, why the f am I able to pre-order the game right now? Why?
I'm just showing the blatant lies. Like, you know you can't pre-order the game. You know you can't pre-order the game. The last trailer specifically says, on wish list now. The trailer before that, on wish list now. The teaser video, on wish list now. The latest stream, it said on wish list. I just want to discredit everything dude's saying because everything he's saying sounds fucking retarded.
Is it coming out next year? I just don't get it. I genuinely don't fucking get it. Guys, this same pattern has been happening since 2015. I'm trying to let you guys know. How many times have an anime game came out? The Breakers, Kakarot, Sparking Zero, JJK, the One Piece games, they come out. Even Connections. Like, everybody has these high hopes for these games. And when they come,
I just wanted to express that he says even Connections. He had high hopes for that game. It's cold words, brother. You gotta pay attention to him.
Even Connections. Like, everybody has these high hopes for these games. And when they come out, they're shit.
Which is nothing wrong to have high hopes for a game that you actually like. There's been plenty of games, aside from just anime games, that you can have super high hopes for a game and it's not what you thought it was. That's totally fine. There's nothing wrong with doing that. Nothing wrong at all. All right. So again, like I said, if you like the game, it seems what it likes for you, and you decide to purchase the game, and it is what it is, that's not your fault. It's just not your fault. And it's cool. It's cool. You bought a game, you thought it was good, but it wasn't what you thought. I'm prime example. See me? I'm wholeheartedly admit something like that. I thought Sparking Zero was gonna be that new level Rage and Blast game. I thought it was gonna be Rage and Blast 3, right? I thought it was gonna be what I thought it was. And then I played the game. Then I seen the combat. Then I played it online and I realized the mechanics is not what I thought they were gonna be. The fighting style, the fighting mechanics was not what I thought it was going to be. Did it have elements of that Rage and Blast, Budokai Tenkaichi feel to it? Yes, but the feel and nostalgia, the gameplay itself was not what I thought it was going to be. Is it my fault that I bought the game? Of course it's my fault. I bought the game. Did I know does it make it my fault that I didn't know it was going to be like that? No. Did I go off of nostalgia and at some point? Yeah, there was definitely some elements of nostalgia that made me create the appeal to purchase the game. And that's okay. That's totally fine. All right. There is a sense of putting your foot down to, talk with your wallet. You know what I'm saying? Vote with your wallet, as TBH would like to say. Vote with your wallet. You know what I'm saying? Of course, in us as the anime community, we do gotta voice our opinion more. All right, certain times, certain games, they will listen. That's why I say we get a Shinobi Strikers 2. I'm gonna make a video if it gets announced. What we need to do as a community to make sure that the game that we want, because we do want Shinobi Strikers 2, is to announce what we need in that game. All right. We need a story mode. We need to have custom matchmaking. We need to have great service, great connection. All right. They need to put it in a completely new engine. Go from the scrap everything. All right. And have great internet, great connection, great multiplayer, all that stuff. We know. All right. But we ain't voting with our wallets in the anime community, man. We are failing ourselves in this community by purchasing a lot of these games, right? In the sense that we're just so hyped about it. I agree with that part when it comes to the anime community. I agree with that. We do go off of nostalgia every now and again. All right. Majority of the time, I would say every now and again, because they do try to do different games, right? All right. And other times they try to base it off of nostalgia or the hype of the anime at that point in time. Thus, like All's Justice. All right. I was never going to buy My Hero All Justice. It looked like the same damn game because it was the same game of One's Justice. I bought My Hero One's Justice, the first one. And the second one, I didn't purchase. The third one, wasn't going to buy because it looked exactly the same. You got the same game. This is the reason why I haven't purchased a Storm game since the second one. I bought the first one. I bought the second one. I didn't buy the third or the fourth. All right. I have those games thanks to my homie. And unfortunately, he can't even be on the account anymore. But I have the games thanks to him. But I never purchased them on my own. All right. And y'all still won't ever see them on the channel because I won't ever play them anymore. I played them when I thought they were good. I played them when they were hype, but they lost value for me. All right. And not that they were bad games to me, but, in a sense, the games that were bad at the point, y'all never going to see them again. All right. Or maybe I just lost interest. But it's okay to have a loss of interest of a game. It's okay to do that. It's not your fault. It's only your fault. All right. When you just buying games out your ass saying you don't like it, you're going to get fucked. And I'm going to pay you. That's what he's telling y'all. He gonna buy the game. He said it himself. He said it himself. All right. I don't even got to keep harping on it, but I just want y'all to know he gonna buy the game. Yeah, I'm going to get fucked. So I'm going to pay you. I'm gonna pay you to get fucked in my ass. That's
and then
what
they
you
join
want.
the bandwagon like, oh yeah, this game is trash. Oh, this game really is suck. It happens every time.
I wonder who's leading that this time around.
Every time they join the bandwagon. Six, what about something like Storm 4? Just curious on what you think. I mean, I'm not really a fan of like the games where you're just tapping one button to fight. I'm really not a fan of that type of game. I'm more or less Shinobi Striker type of guy. I love building my own character in these anime universes. Like I always tell everybody else, we're not in 2007 anymore, right? We're not in this era where we're not online and, you know, anime games are heavily story based. Like that era is cooked. It's done, right? Like I don't give a fuck about the story mode. Now Xenoverse is a little bit different because it is based off your created character. The same way in Dragon Ball Ultimate Tenkaichi, right? You had your original.
Before we continue, I haven't watched up to this point, so we're just listening.
Story mode for the Dragon Ball Z story, right? And it was played a little bit differently with the, you know, the metal coolers and shit like that. But then you also had the hero mode where you built your own character and there was a story that was based off, you know, Goku and Gohan not existing in the world anymore. I think they died or whatever happened to them. But the story was amazing because it was a story that was never told before. It's a whole new story that's based off your character. Dragon Ball Xenoverse seems to do really poorly at that. You have your character, it's not your story. You're just fixing the story of Goku and the Z Fighters and shit like that. It's not really your story. And that's why in Dragon Ball Xenoverse 3, if they are going down that route, Age 1000, Dragon Ball Online, then it could be interesting. A story mode could be interesting. But I don't care for games like Storm.
Okay, with that point, I half agree. With that. At the beginning, I would say Xenoverse 1 and the beginning of Xenoverse 2, it kind of did feel like you were just a part of the story. It wasn't your story. All right. But when they introduced Fu in the DLCs, that's where I believe it really became a part of your story. Of course, around the end of the first story, the base story, when you go off and you fight Mira and Toa, and all those interactions with Mira and Toa, with you in it, I did feel like you were finally a part of the story. You were in the story, right? And then you had absorbed Toa when you fight Mira, when you absorbed Toa. That whole scenario felt like it was you. All right, that was your story. That was your part. All the timelines that dealt with the enemy of Xenoverse, which was Mira and Toa, Demigra, felt like your story. All right, so they kind of did a little parallel thing with your story in the main timeline. Was it cool the first time? Yeah, the second time felt a little redundant. I agree. But at the end of it, going into like the future saga, that felt like you. I didn't see or feel like I was involved in another story or anything like that, or with the actual original timeline. I felt like it was my story. So again, I'll half agree with that.
And, you know, all these other games that are just heavy on the story mode, I just don't give a fuck. And that was the complaint that people had for Sparking Zero. They were like, oh, well, we don't got a good story mode. They didn't even go to the Buu saga for Vegeta. Who gives a fuck? You go play it on Kakarot. You don't need that on Sparking Zero.
And it's massive. And I think it's really
massive. And look at all these numbers and icons here. It looks shit.
That I agree with. It's a much. It's a bit much. It's a little much. It's a little much. This part is dealing with a lot of the MMOJRPG aspects when it comes to seeing how much damage you do number wise. I do believe that potentially with a new feature with either eliminate it, make the numbers smaller, make the opacity a little bit lighter, whatever the case would be. I feel like they should do a certain type of feature that can pertain to everybody getting everything that they want. I think in a game in a sense like this, you're going to have to gather a lot more features for the experience that players want. So I agree with that. It's a bit much. And if you're not used to it, they should definitely change that. So I agree. I agree with that.
This is unacceptable. And in chat, I'm telling y'all now, online, this isn't even online. This is offline gameplay. Online, this is going to be fucking laggy, dropping frames like crazy.
That's also true too. Like I said, man, the best thing that they can do is have an option to remove it. All right. They should have an option to remove certain things and have better features with it. I'm not disagreeing with that one. That is something again that I also said they probably should change. But these are all things that they still could potentially fix. You can't just outright call it ass because we see this. Express that this is something that you don't like. Express it. Tell them. Well, they can still change it. They have plenty of time to change this stuff. That's a simple thing to make a quick feature to take that off. Doesn't make the game trash, y'all. It doesn't make it bad. It's just a feature. And again, when we see things in games like this that are in pre-production or post-production and they are in beta, alpha, whatever, and they're showcasing them, remember, it's subject to fucking change. They say it all the time. What you see right now is subject to change, and I can't express this hard enough, is they already showed changes being made before the game was ever released, before we even get a brand new look at gameplay. All right, this bar, okay, this specific bar that shows the cooldown for when you're able to use your awoken skill is now on the outside. It's a little bit bigger when you go into it as well, for you to see better, and because you can barely see this, they decided to change it within one video. All right, and they showed you a different version of the demo. So all of this is subject to change. All right, keep that in mind.
And niggas not even talking about that. And y'all know I'm right. This right here online, dog, dropping
You're
frames
not wrong.
like crazy.
You're wrong. You're not wrong.
I'm telling y'all right now. I don't even know why niggas even.
Ridiculous.
This is awesome.
He's not
No,
wrong
it's
right
not.
there.
This game is a skip for me. That is ridiculous. But okay. Like, and again, people think I'm not on payroll, bro, but it's just, I don't understand the concept of playing a fucking 3.
What don't you understand?
I agree with Series X. I don't get what he's about to say is I don't. Okay, I don't even know 100% what he's about to say, but I got an idea what he's going to say.
Okay. Like, and again, people think I'm not on payroll, bro, but it's just, I don't understand the concept of playing a fucking 3.
What don't you understand about people literally that are part of the anime gaming space have always hyped up these games? Dragon Ball. When people are hyping that
That's
up,
not what he
and they
said,
know,
but
like,
let's continue.
that bother you.
Showing the demo fighting bots and then letting that predicate how you feel about the game in totality.
Why are you showing me a fucking offline parallel quest for a third installment for?
We expressed why they showing the offline parallel quest. I debunked everything he just said, so we.
Are you showing
one
me
bad.
this ass DLC, and now I gotta go grind to get my fucking moves and my me this.
And I'm glad you said that.
Super
I know I
Souls.
skipped it a little bit. Okay. Again, I can't express this part enough. I've been saying it since the release. Stop thinking that Xenoverse 3 is going to be a reflection from Xenoverse 2. This is a overhauled version of that game. Okay? It has elements of Xenoverse 2 put into it, but it's its own entity. All right? If you guys know how some of y'all don't. Some of y'all just grew up with the Xenoverse series. It's been 10 years, 11 years in total. All right? But it's been over a decade for the Xenoverse series. All right, over a decade for the Xenoverse series, but some of y'all grew up with it. Y'all haven't grew up with Budokai series. I grew up with the Budokai series. Some of y'all didn't grow up with Budokai Tenkaichi. I grew up with Budokai Tenkaichi. So when I tell you from the Budokai series, the Tenkaichi series, those are trilogies. Those trilogies all have one thing in common, is how that they progress from each singular game. From the first series, you'll get a concept. And typically the first because correct me if I'm wrong, make sure it sounds similar. All right. For those who only grew up with Xenoverse, the first game is more like a concept. They show you a concept of a structure of mechanics, gameplay, fighting styles, and X, Y, and Z. They give you a bit of a blueprint. That's what that first game is. The second game, they improve on the first game, whether that means the graphics, the frame rate, the performance. All right. And they add small things into the mechanics and potentially take some away. That's one of the things I used to hate about them taking one step forward and two steps back. They give you something that's really, really good, but then they might take some elements away from you that actually are really, really good that you wish would have been in the game. They've done that multiple different times. All right. I understand that aspect of what they're trying to make the game change and do something different. But again, on the third version, it is a complete overhaul from the first two games. It's a complete overhaul from the first two games. Budokai series, the first one, does not look remotely like the second one or the third one. All right. The second one, doesn't really look like the third one either. They made it look completely different. They changed that graphically completely. The same thing with the Tenkaichi series. The first one was a concept. The second one built off of the first one because the first one was a blueprint. The second one built off of the first one, added, maybe took away some mechanics that was redundant, didn't really relate on the gameplay, mechanics, or visuals. And then the third one took everything that the first two did and enhanced it and created its own game and overhauled the first two. So when I tell y'all, stop thinking that Xenoverse 3 is going to reflect Xenoverse 1 or 2, or you want it to reflect 1 or 2. When you say that, you're only talking about nostalgia, because the first one looks like the second one, and you want the second one or third one to look like the second one. It's not going to be like that. That's not how they've ever done trilogies. All right. This is the third trilogy series that they've done. They've never, ever done a trilogy, the third game, looking like the first one. Never. There's never been a trilogy that you could think of. You could even go into the games, right? The mobile games. Go into the PSP era when they did Shin Budokai. The first Shin Budokai, right? And then another road into Budokai 2. Those games relatively look similar, but they still play differently. All right. Same thing, because it's just another Budokai game. But I digress. Stop thinking that this is Xenoverse 2. Xenoverse 1. It's not a reflection. We are not even time patrollers anymore. Time patrollers are in the past. Literally, they're in the past. We are in age 1000, the future. We are Great Saiyan Squad. All right. GSF for life. Stop thinking that. All right. Get out your head. I want nostalgia. When the minute you remove yourself from nostalgia purposes, when you remove yourself from the nostalgia of the Xenoverse series, and you see this as its own game, its own Dragon Ball game, it looks completely different. All right. My stake is not in it. Of course, I love Xenoverse. I've loved Xenoverse 2. All right. I had my stake in the game for a long time because I love creating my own character and putting myself in the world. Y'all seen that with Ultimate. Well, you guys didn't get to see with Ultimate Tenkaichi. I wish you could have, but I digress. But you've seen it with other games. You see it with Strikers. All right. So that's the type of gamer that I am. All right. When it comes to certain games like this that I'm interested in, I like putting myself in the game. All right. That's why I love Halo Reach. Remove yourself from Xenoverse series and think it's a standalone. Some of y'all might sit there and say they should have named it a different game. We don't know how this will tie into Xenoverse 2. We've seen a bit of it from the last DLC, but we haven't seen it on the Xenoverse 3 side because it's not out yet. So give it a minute. We may just see how it's connected. We don't know. Our character from Xenoverse 2 potentially could come to Xenoverse 3. We don't know. My running theory, well, maybe I'll get my running theory on a different video. I won't get that up right now, but I digress.
It's the only time I'm playing it. So why the f are you showing me this? What are you, like, foreshadowing DLC? Like, I don't want to play this. No grown and play some parallel quests.
This makes no sense to me. I'm sorry. I'm gonna cut this and move it forward. But he goes on and sit there and say that No grown. It's weird to me. No grown man wants to sit here and play this type of stuff. Nigga, you're gonna buy the game. You're just a walking contradiction. He just wants your clicks, y'all. He just wants your click.
See,
Just
you
all
keep saying
clickbait.
we see nothing. What did you see? What did you see to tell a nigga that's saying I'm skipping? I don't want to play this. What did you see to be like, hey, bro, you shouldn't say that because you didn't see nothing yet. All right, so what did you see? What did you see to make you a spokesman of this game?
I don't think he hurt himself. Yeah, exactly. What did you see? What did you see to make you the spokesman to say this game is trash? We can run this shit all day back and forth. We can run that all day back and forth, dude.
Make you think like, yo, this shit gonna be fire. What did you see?
Fine.
Bro, trying to get clout.
He never said that the game was fire. I can't express this enough, man. Most people who are advocating, quote unquote, for the game are not saying that the game looks the best game ever. All right. We're visually saying from what we see, the game visually, character models, the environment, it looks decent. All right. It looks good. The character models, in my personal opinion, looks good. I think the environment may need a little bit of work potentially and more destruction. That's what I noticed other people want to say, but this is still a freaking demo. We have a whole year to go into. We're gonna see more changes happen over time.
From Syriacs. Are you?
This nigga had to put a laugh track on himself. That's what you like.
That think that this game is fire? Are you dumb? If anything, I want you niggas farther away from me. Why would I want niggas watching me that looks at this gameplay and goes, this looks awesome. This is amazing.
Foreshadowing.
Watching me that looks at this gameplay and goes, away from me. Why would I want niggas watching me that looks at this gameplay and goes,
it's ironic because that's exactly what you gonna do. He's going to buy the game. And you niggas is gonna sit there and allow somebody to tell you that a game that you potentially like is bad, or you're gonna lie to yourself because he's lying to you. I'm gonna buy the game because I'm a fan. I'm gonna buy the game because I like what I see. Do I like everything that I see? No. There's a lot of things that I don't like about the game as of what we've seen face value. Do I think they should be changed and hope for the best? Yes. Would it make it my fault if I purchased the game and it's not what I think it is? No. But you can boycott certain things when it comes to that. You can tell them no more. Just vote with your wallet. It's not the consumer's fault that you purchased the game and when you bought it, it's not what you thought it was going to be. All right? It's not. You formed your own opinion. You chose to do what you did, but that's on you. All right? Well, it's a different stake in it when you build a community and you lie to your community and you make excuse for yourself for doing the things that you do for your quote unquote community. I promise y'all, I will never buy a game that I don't enjoy. All right? I will never buy a game that I don't enjoy. All right? If y'all ever see me play a game that I say that I don't like or I'm not interested in, I got it for free or I got an emulator to test it out or something like that. I've never really sat there and bought a game that I liked or didn't like to play it for the channel or to do whatever the case may be. I'll never do that shit.
this looks awesome. This is amazing. I'm good off that. I'm good off that, cuz. I don't need them niggas watching. We need to stop making.
I ain't planning on watching this whole thing, but that's it. That's all I got. I'm not gonna watch the whole thing because I shouldn't even have went this far off of it. But all I got to say is that's insane. That is insane. So again, Okay, buddy. Okay, but let's get into these comments. Let's get into these comments, because like I said, y'all see the dislike to like ratio. Y'all see it. All right. We got Andromeda that said, bruh still crying over Cyrax, LMAO. And she not wrong. She's not wrong. Bro clearly didn't understand what Cyrax was talking about. All right. What is his name? This is Family Cree says, you give up the same energy, Super Itachi, when you trash a game that hasn't come out yet. I mean, I'm honestly surprised that his community is disagreeing with him on this, but at the same time, I don't at all, because it made no goddamn sense. It made no sense, man. All right. And did Mabel Kota says, missed the whole point of the video when Nardi responded to that, saying that that's what I was thinking about this video. I watched Cyrax's video. He was making pretty solid points. I didn't see him being delusional or anything. I don't really think that this man watched the video entirely, or just, as you said, missed the point. That's what I'm trying to say, is he missed the point of Cyrax's video, but it was more for him, like he said at the beginning, to chase clout, to make himself more relevant, for you guys to get clicks. Because I cannot express this enough, and I'm going to keep saying it through this whole stream. He just wants your clicks. He is going to buy the game. He's going to buy the game. He calls this game slop even before this game came out. The first announcement, he called it slop. But he's going to buy the game. Would you buy a game that you deemed that was trash at any given point of time? You seen a game that you thought, just think of a game that, whether it be recent or in the past, that you was like, I am not purchasing that game. Did you buy it? Did you pick it up? Did you make content about it for the last 2 months and say that you're not going to buy the game? You're not going to purchase it? Because he, as y'all seen it, he said he's going to buy it. He's going to buy it, and he blamed it on him being a content creator, which is a bunch of bullshit. Y'all ain't never seen me purchase a game that I needed to buy it. He bullshitting y'all. But hey, if this is the type of people, you want to surround yourself with, by all means. Surround yourself with people who lie to your face because they want something out of you. They deceive you. I ain't gonna deceive you. Not like that. Not at all. If I, again, like I said, y'all can call me out on it, and I'm gonna go ahead and make some corrections. All right, I'm gonna admit to my mistakes. He not gonna admit to it. Trust me, and I'm gonna show you why. I'm gonna show you how. All right. I haven't read none of these comments. I don't know. I'm just picking out a random. So this is a long ass comment. I was gonna read this and then I decided never mind. I'll just read the first bit of this, I guess. Parallel quests are extremely popular in Xenoverse 2. Some people play PvP, but a lot of people play PvE. Again, that's exactly what I was making. That was valid, like saying that too. People usually try to write it off as, oh, they're playing it because of skill or costumes. No, some people just like to play with friends, especially when earlier in the game of the life, there could be, they could be tough. Okay. People literally complain more about Xenoverse 2 PvP being trash than Sparking 0. I have no comment on that. I'm assuming that's true, but I have no comment on that. I can't confirm or deny. Stamina break and cheese skills are why this game's PvP isn't taken seriously. That I can, and that is true. Parallel quests are literally what keeps the normal players playing. If it was solely PvP, the numbers would be much lower. I agree. Yes, it would. No one gets hyped for PvP in Xenoverse 2. We have better options. I totally agree with that statement. I 100% agree with that. There's a big group of people that only play PvE, which is totally fine because there's so many things to do in Xenoverse. If you like PvP, go play PvP. If you like PvE, go play PvE. It's totally fine. You mad about them showing, like I said, some beginning content of the game, right? When you finish the story mode, when you finish doing all the DLCs, what do you do? What do you typically do? You go to PvP. That is in-game content. So why would they show PvP before the game's life cycle even start? Make that make sense. They're not gonna do it. It doesn't make any sense. Not gonna show you in-game content after. Boy. All right, let's read a couple more comments and then we're gonna move on to the next video, man. All right. This Goku not black, which is funny. I like that name. It says, just saying, delete this video. I don't know what ATP means. What that mean? Yeah, something, my guy. Everybody disagrees. All right, we got more comments coming in saying straight facts. Not even disagree. He's objectively wrong. Again, like I told y'all, I have not reading these comments. I haven't seen nothing like this. I'm just going through. I told y'all, I'm surprised that his community, as of right now, is seeing some what's going. And as you guys can see, it's his community. It's not other people. It's not Syriacs, fanboys or whatever you want to call it. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody coming over here defending Syriacs before he goes off and says people were defending him. He just wants your clicks. He gon' buy the game. It's getting called back every chance I get because I need to get that to your thick skull. For those people who rock with Six World, all right? I go off and say that a lot because I've seen Six World a lot in my streams before when it comes to Shinobi Strikers. And I never really liked him off of the name, but I didn't know him to really judge him. All right, so I didn't say anything about him or whatever the case may be, but I never understood. I put Six World in the group of people like Eddie Burns and whatnot, people who do early access content and whatnot because they have no actual personality, no online personality. They don't actually play the game. They just want your clicks. All right, you know what I'm saying? Those people for sure want your clicks. All right. And from what I looked at, you know what I'm saying, because I don't know for nothing, I did my little bit of research. I looked at his old stuff, and of course, I looked at his Shinobi Strikers content. It looks like that wasn't him. He wasn't looking to get clicks. But it seems, Xenoverse 3 came around. It looked like he didn't change his tune up a bit. So maybe this is not the guy that y'all thought he was before, but he's becoming that guy now. All right, but some more comments going on to the same comment. Sunshine says he didn't say anything crazy. Syriax is being charitable to the game. I wouldn't call the game slop, but it's an obvious downgrade. I don't agree with that. I agree with potentially, like you saying, he's being charitable to the game. And why wouldn't you be? Why wouldn't you be charitable to a game that is clearly in development still? You have no idea the end game. You haven't seen it complete in its entirety. It's not released yet, so I believe you should be charitable. Do you think it's a downgrade? No. And of course, you said you don't think it'll be slop. So I see you got some wiggle room. So that's cool. All right. Destiny says the gameplay is showing off new mechanics and how combat is updated. Of course, new game is going to show off its new features. Can't express this enough, man. I can't express this enough at all, man. All right, we'll scroll down. What's I can't even say this. Flesh say yapping. Yeah, that's what I'm doing too. Yeah. All right, and we'll do this last one. Jobs Matt. All right, says, bro, grown ass man generally getting mad at another grown ass man's opinion is crazy. Yeah, that's pretty crazy. And it was made even more crazy, right? Probably clinically insane is that you believe that what you believe is factual. when it's an opinion. I don't know, what is that? That's narcissism? Bro hit him with the trunks. You need to be stopped. Yeah, I agree. All right, man. Let's do one more. We're gonna get into some tweets and we're gonna end it after that. All right. Now, again, I have not seen President's Rose videos or anything like that. But this one particularly. Do we need to do something with 6 Road again before we go into President Rose stuff? I think we did everything that we needed to do, right? Yeah, I talked about how he did all this damn content and previously before we even got an announcement or got any gameplay. He was saying that Age 1000 wasn't Xenoverse 3, even though it was obviously Xenoverse 3, and he was wrong. He was debating if it was gonna be Dragon Ball Online 2, which is insane that that game been offline for decades now, but okay. As you guys can see, he's talking about it's cope that it's not Xenoverse 3. So again, I'm reiterating this and I'm showing this real quick before we get into President Rose's video. Is the fact that he's been negative towards this game this whole entire time. The whole entire time. All right. And sometimes you gotta save face. You gotta keep it up with the masses, man. And potentially maybe he's seen some change into the way that his content was going around when he was being negative about the game. Potentially, who knows? And as far as the views, that's what I'm assuming that's what he got going on in his head. So he has to stay negative towards the game. All right. Now, again, before we go to President Rose's last thing, and then we're going over there. Again, before he makes his own contradiction, all right, he sat there and said in Syriac's video, I'm reiterating just because, you know, he said what he said at the beginning. Oh, why can't I talk about Syriacs and do this, that, and the third and whatnot? So before you come over here talking shit saying, well, you shouldn't be doing and talking about me and doing this, that, and the third, or trying to get this video off of my stream or whatever the case may be. Please remember, you made a full video about another man and his opinion on the game. Okay? I made a full stream about you, letting you know that I see what you're doing. You didn't respond to my tweet when I said that that's what you was doing. So I'm assuming you're not going to respond to this video. Because if you do, that's going to make you look guilty. So again, I want to reiterate, if this stream is not on my channel anymore, just know that I was right. And he is doing exactly what I told you he was doing. He just wants your clicks. He just wants your clicks, y'all. All right? We're not even going to get into this because this video, he says exactly what you think he says. He doesn't touch the game. He says it's garbage. He walks in. We've seen a little clip over here. It's trash. Look at this dirty room. It's just a slop. He goes on and does all of that shit, says it's garbage, plays the game the whole entire time he's playing. Look at this. The controls is bad. This is bad. That's all he's doing. He's showing face about how much he doesn't like the game. When we all know he's going to buy the game, he's going to buy the deluxe edition. He's going to buy the deluxe edition while telling y'all the game is trash. Don't buy it. Under the false pretenses is that he's a content creator. He has to buy the game. Every person on this planet has a choice. He don't have to make content on this game. He don't have to buy the game. He don't got to play the game. He don't got to play the game to show you guys it's trash or good or bad. He don't got to. But he's going to. But just don't let it be like he got to. He don't got to, y'all. Use your own brain. Come up with your own opinion. Inform your own opinion. And do it through experience before you open your mouth. The wise don't speak first. They listen. They experience. And then they share their experience. All right? That's what we did here today. We listened to his experience. And we heard what he said. And what he said, basura, it sounded like shit. stupid, baka, aho.
もうお金借り
All
る
right. But with that being said, like I
I
said,
played-
let's look at President's Role stuff and then we'll end it. All right. Now, as y'all can see, President's got an honest review. All right. He may or may not say some good or bad points about the game. All right. And you can see his likes to dislikes ratio. I'm just saying. But we're gonna peep it. We're gonna peep it real quick. I know the stream going on long, but we ain't gonna be here much longer though. But let's peep it out. All right.
Dragon Ball Xenoverse 3. And this is my honest review about the game. Now, I did not play the game once. I didn't play the game twice. I played the game 3 times. And plus, I am not under no contract or nothing like that. If you know me, I am an honest guy, bro. I cannot lie to y'all, bro. I couldn't.
We gonna determine that by this video because I don't know you. Not like that.
Wait to go play it to give y'all my honest review about this game. So let's get into it. What I think about Dragon Ball Xenoverse 3, I think it was very mid. And that's just the honest truth, bro. I want to like this game more than you. You know what I'm saying, bro? I tried my best to like it, but it's very mid, bro. I'm just being completely honest. The combat is just not there. It don't feel nothing like Xenoverse 2 at all. Like, if you're a Xenoverse fan and you pick up that game, there is an 80% chance that you're not going to like it. Now, maybe, if you never play Xenoverse, you pick up the game, you might fall in love with it. Now, I am not going to really bash this game like that yet because I understand there are people saying that, oh, it's a demo, it could be the first build and stuff like that. So I'm not going to bash it to the fullest yet. But knowing Bandai Namco, usually they don't change a lot in things like that. They might update some graphics here and there, but hardcore mechanics usually don't get changed like that. You know what I'm saying? So I'm still going to give them the benefit of the doubt to, like, you know, improve because they still got a whole year for the game come out. So a lot could change, you know, a lot can change. But I am very disappointed of what I played, man. I felt like it could be better in my opinion, man. If I had to compare it to something, and a lot of y'all not gonna like this, it's like Kakarot with Xenoverse animations. That's how it feels to me, bro. And this is the truth, bro. It's just the truth. It feels like Kakarot with Xenoverse animations. Like,
Okay, so when it comes to so far of what I've heard from President Rose, this is his personal opinion. And he expressed that it's his personal opinion. He's not the kind of group that we doing for this video. He's not the kind of guy. As far as what I've seen in his first 2 minutes, he's giving his opinion off of what he played. All right. And like he said, he wants to like the games. It's different. It's a little bit different from him and Six. So I'll hear a little bit more. We're definitely not watching all of this.
Xenoverse at all, not even a little bit. Like, that's what really shocked me. It don't have the Xenoverse feel. Later on in the video, I'm gonna show you everything you can do. I mean, everything you can't do in Xenoverse 3 that you can do in Xenoverse 2. And a couple Xenoverse 3, and for it to be in development for 7 years, it's unacceptable. To the other side, enjoy. I love y'all. Please make sure you like, comment. All right. Dragon Ball Xenoverse 3. Now, if you don't know, I flew to DreamCon to go play Dragon Ball Xenoverse 3. This was the main mission that I have. This footage back here, this is footage that I have not shown y'all. This is footage that's not uploaded on the channel. This is when I played the 3rd time to try some different things out. I'm just going to mute it and have it let it play in the background so y'all can see. And this is me being honest, bro. All right. I'm just being completely honest, bro. I'm not under no Bandai contract. This is the most real that it's going to get. Everybody else is going to meet eat. I'm an honest guy. I can't lie to y'all, bro. It don't feel nothing like Xenoverse. Like, nothing at all. Like, nothing at all. Just because you got Xenoverse animations.
And I want y'all to hear me out. He said it doesn't feel like Xenoverse. That does not mean that's a bad thing. Just because it doesn't feel like your quote-unquote Xenoverse that you've been playing for 10 years That's not a bad thing. That probably is a good thing, honestly. It felt like the same game that was created 10 years ago. You wouldn't see any innovation. I'm just saying.
Don't mean it's a Xenoverse game. It's being real. Like, obviously, animations don't mean it's a Xenoverse game.
Yeah, but see, he does say that.
Like, nothing at all. Like, nothing at all. Just because you got Xenoverse animations don't mean it's a Xenoverse game. It's being real. Like, obviously, they got some of the animations and stuff, but it
that don't mean that it's not either.
Nothing like Xenoverse.
Still not a bad.
And I feel like that's what takes it away. Now, if this was a whole new game,
I don't think so,
that didn't have the Xenoverse title, then I might look at it different. You know, I'm not gonna judge it too bad right now because I know it's the first build. I know it is.
So why would you do that just because it's the same title?
If they release the game like this, people are not gonna like it. You're not gonna like it, bro. Just being honest. And I'm just being real, dude. Like, when I was playing, I kind of got bored very fast. I'm just being real, dude.
It's one mission. It's one mission, bro. It's one mission, dog. It's one mission that you've seen multiple times. You didn't play it, but you've seen it multiple times, dude. You think I'm going to have the most fun playing it? When I play it, if it's the same demo down here at Tokyo Game Show, I might not be blown away because I know what's going to happen. All right? If y'all know, I've been playing the Spider-Man series, man, on my channel. I'm not blown away. I watched it like 3 times. I know it's going to happen. Like, I'm not blown away, okay?
Dude, I did. I got bored.
Of course you would get bored because you know what it's going to be. And it's a demo.
Like, at that point, I wanted to, like, low-key kind of get off, bro. So I was right. Xenoverse
So
take
I was
that.
right. AIH, not Xenoverse.
Yo, thanks so much for the big five, though, boy. It's just, I don't know, bro. I don't know. I feel like it's, like, guided. I don't feel like the movement is there. The movement is not there at all. You see how everybody's fighting the same?
The controller type they had y'all playing exists in XV2.
I heard the controller type they had y'all playing exists in Xenoverse 2. What you mean? Oh, so you saying that it might have been a different setting or something, Jason? Yo, change the world. Thanks so much for the beat too, though, boy. The first trailer did say new game project.
Did say new game project.
Yeah, but dude, it's Xenoverse 3 though. They already used that title, bro. The main thing is it's the movement. It's the movement, bro. The movement is not that good. I'm just being real. Like, I don't know how a 1v1 will work in this game. I really don't see it happening. And I know I was with the timer and things like that. Now, the cooldowns on the moves are fine with me. I didn't have a problem with that. But the Super Saiyan timer is garbage. I'm so sorry.
That is agreed.
It's terrible.
I think that's agreed across the whole entire community.
I didn't have a problem with it at first,
Whether
but
you
actually
agree with the
playing
game,
with
the way
it
it looks
is terrible,
and everything, or
bro.
not.
First, it's like role play. The way to get the timer faster is you have
Say it ain't so. It's like RPG. It's almost like this game has RPG in its description. It's almost like RPG is in the description of Xenoverse 3. It's almost like it is a RPG that got action in its 3D fighter from the anime Dragon Ball with the adventure style of a story. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
You have to clash with your opponent to get it very fast. I don't think a lot of people know that, but you have to clash to get your Super Saiyan like instant. And when you go Super Saiyan, I'm not gonna lie, it don't feel no difference like that. It might be a little bit of difference, like you might be a little bit faster, but it don't feel different. Like in Xenoverse, when you go Super Saiyan, when you hold down triangle, you will teleport to them. You can't do that in this game. When in Xenoverse, when you go Super Saiyan, when you hit the X button, you automatically teleport. They don't.
Again, I won't stress this enough. Stop thinking that Xenoverse 3 is Xenoverse 2 reincarnated. Once you guys get that out of your head, the game becomes different. It's like he personally said, if they change the name, it would feel different. Okay, then why don't you change your perspective of what you expect it to look like? Because that feature that you just mentioned, if I'm not mistaken, it might have been in one, but if I'm not mistaken, I'll double check. I don't think it was in one. I don't think in Super Saiyan had that feature in one. I could be wrong. I could be wrong. Y'all let me know. I'll check it out in a minute. But holding down the heavy button did not change that shit at all. Because if I'm not mistaken, did they have Golden Frieza in Xenoverse 1? Because I feel like they didn't. They might have did, though. But they definitely didn't have the Death Beam on the B with the Frieza character. I know that one for sure. They didn't have that because that was a feature that made you want to pick the Frieza race. So if I'm not mistaken, all right, the heavy teleport on a Super Saiyan in Xenoverse 1 wasn't a thing. So that doesn't make any sense. That wasn't a thing until Xenoverse 2.
You will teleport to the.
And you're just also making my point is that you're just trying to say that this is just don't feel like Xenoverse. You just been playing this shit for so long. You can't see a Xenoverse title be anything but Xenoverse 2. Okay, this is an overhaul. They always do an overhaul on Xenoverse 3. Always. Or on the third, sorry, on the trilogy of the game. They always do an overhaul.
You can't do that in this game. When in Xenoverse, when you go Super Saiyan, when you hit the X
people my
button, you
age acting like
teleport.
they don't know this.
That don't happen in this game.
This has been a trilogy for some time now.
I feel like what the problem is, though, bro. I feel like I think I know what the problem is. The combat feels so stiff because you can't mix light attacks and heavy attacks. You can't. I think that's where it messes up at. In Xenoverse, you can do light, heavy, light, whatever. In this game, no. It's just lights or heavy. And I think that's what is messing up. I think that's what it is.
Okay, so when he says that, if that is true, I'm not discrediting him on it. That I think I heard him say that on Twitter or something like that. Potentially. I'm forming my own opinion. We're also going to see somebody else say some stuff too that talks about his credit. I'm not saying that person's right either. I don't know, but I'm going to go look into it and check out the comments as well because I don't know President Rose like that. I know the name. I know President Rose, know him. I know the names, but I don't know him. Haven't seen or too much of his content, but I know him. I ain't like Six World trying to deny that I don't know a certain person being in the space that I'm in. I know this dude per name. But if that is the case, that is not great. I don't like that at all. All right. I'm looking for like a mechanic that represents the Raging Blast series. That's what I want. I want mechanic wise to look like Raging Blast. Okay. Fighting mechanically, Raging Blast series is the best series of all time. There is no other Dragon Ball 3D arena fighter that can beat Xenoverse or beat Raging Blast series when it comes to fighting mechanics. There's not a single Dragon Ball game up to date that has been able to capture those mechanics in the bottle the same way. All right. I don't understand why Bandai and Dimps are not going back and using that specific type of fighting mechanic and putting it to their new game. All right. And again, even though he's saying this, it's still subject to change. All right. Potentially, they could have been limiting things as well. Who knows? But what I know is this game needs to have fighting mechanics like the Raging Blast series. It is literally the best, okay? And I'm not sitting here talking about the speed and everything. As far as the speed of the way that the characters are fighting in Xenoverse series in general, but in Xenoverse 3, I think it's totally fine. It's nice paced, all right? Keep the same pace, but allow you to have those specific abilities. I still don't see why we don't have that rush attack inside of our combo. That needs to be in there. That was one of the best attacks inside of the combos system in Raging Blast series. You don't have that. All right. You kind of got that in Spark and Zero. All right. A little bit, I guess, but it don't hit the same like Raging Blast series, dude. I don't see why you can't implement that in a certain way to make that like a super combo, right? You get a certain combo string off, and you launch an opponent in the air and you hit them with that pop, 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 pop. Then you launch them out of there and you go back into the neutral. I still feel as if that needs to be put into these Dragon Ball games to this date. All right. The fact that you can now, which I don't know if he talks about this, but the fact that you can now finally melee cancel into the game. All right. What I mean by melee canceling is in Xenoverse 2, you can't do this. Xenoverse 1, you can't do this. All right, you can be doing a melee chain, you can do a XXY, whatever combo that you're doing, and then you can hold the block down, or you can tap the block, and then you can side slap, you can step to the side, whatever the case may be, but you can stop mid combo. All right, you can cancel your combo. All right, that way you don't get punished. You can protect yourself through that cancel. You know what I'm saying? So Xenoverse series so far does not have that. It didn't have that at all. So now Xenoverse 3 has that. Like I said, when it comes to doing a trilogy, they always add one thing in and take a couple things back. They go one step forward, 2 steps back. In this sense, we see that. And I'm hoping they decide, because it's still in development, it's not out yet. Hopefully they decide to retract those 2 steps back and let us go back forward so we can have 3 steps forward instead of 2 steps back. Take away the timers or make it so there's a proficiency to the timer. So at least Super Saiyan could be, you can keep it the whole entire time. Super Saiyan 3 or whatever transformation after will be on a timer, but increase that timer, all right? Or make it in total, all those transformations, they can have a timer, but put it on a proficiency level where which when you max the proficiency level out, the mastery level out, it gives you that transformation completely free. You don't have to do anything else. You don't have a bar or nothing like that. I can see if it's a Super Saiyan 3 and something drains and you come out of Super Saiyan 3. All right. It makes sense for Super Saiyan 3. It takes somebody else's stamina out. I can see that. I can see if you can make Super Saiyan 3 like a glass cannon where you go Super Saiyan 3, all right, and it starts draining your ki, right? And once you get to 0 ki bar, half of your 0 bar, it removes you from it. You might go into a state where you're breathing heavy, right? And that's how you break out of that, or whatever the case may be, right? You go into a stamina break status, right? Or whatever the case may be. I feel like that's fair. All right. Maybe it doesn't have to be long. You know what I'm saying? You go to a break, get on the knee, breathe, and you wake up, shake it off, and then you're back to the fight. You know what I'm saying? Something similar to how like Kaioken works in Xeno 2. All right. I'm solely fine with something like that because it's a stamina based overuse of stamina inside of the Dragon Ball world in general. All right. I don't see that being like maybe they can do something similar to like Super Saiyan Blue too. You know what I'm saying? You go into Super Saiyan Blue and then you go Kaioken. I'm cool with that. But Kaioken gotta drain your stamina and make you do the same thing. Come out of Super Saiyan Blue. I feel if they did Super Saiyan Evolution, that's different. I mean, they can make it that way too, just because you want an aesthetic and maybe make something different about the change. But honestly, I don't think Evolution should be like that because Evolution is a complete form, a secondly complete form of Super Saiyan Blue. It's basically Super Saiyan Blue 2. All right, but that's why it's called Evolution. But I digress. Make it how you want when it comes to Evolution. But when it comes to regular Super Saiyan, that's how I think it should work. Simple as that.
Because you can't cancel out of things that good in this game. You see how you see how he paused and stopped?
Which I guess I can't say he's wrong, but from as far as what I've seen, I don't think he played Raging Blast series. He said you can't cancel all of it. If you watch the trailer again, if you played Raging Blast series, oh, you know how to cancel up out of there. You know what to do. You probably got to do like a little bit more manual, even though it wasn't that much manual. Like when you do a sidestep, in Raging Blast, all you do is hit the stick over. Melee, hit the stick over to cancel. right? You want a vanish version of it, you hit A in the middle of it. All right, you hit the movement button, you hit A, bop. Then you move over to the side or the back or whatever it is. You can angle whichever way you want to go to hit the opponent, right? But you get to cancel. So
I think
let's see what he's talking about.
is. Cause you can't cancel out of things that good in this game. You see how you see how he paused and stopped right there? You can't. I was trying to do like boom, boom, heavy, light. I was trying to do stuff.
Okay. Now I understand what he's trying to say.
Do like boom, boom, heavy.
Okay, so let me clarify something when he says that. The way that you do that is different now. It's not the same way. Okay, so he's going off of mechanic again. Like I said, you're seeing what you're seeing, and you're basing it off of the previous game. Get it out your head. That's two things I'm gonna continue to say in this video. Get Xenoverse 2 out of your head like it's supposed to be a reflection of Xenoverse 3, or Xenoverse 3 is supposed to be a reflection of Xenoverse 2. It's this different game. It's overhauled mechanic-wise, visual-wise, graphics-wise, engine-wise. It's a completely different game. And number two is these niggas gonna buy the game. I'm not saying personal, he definitely gonna buy the game, but I'm saying he not saying like it's a bad game. All right, he's giving his gripes about what he's seen and whatnot, what he played, what sick. He on that bullshit, y'all. And if that's what y'all like, he gonna buy the game. But I digress. What he's talking about is let him explain it.
Heavy, light,
and I'll
trying
explain
to do stuff, but it just wasn't working. It just wasn't working, bro.
So again, like I said, he's in his mind, and it wasn't working the way that it worked in Xenoverse 2. It wasn't working the way it's not working the way that it's not working the same way as it was in Xenoverse 2, because you think it's Xenoverse 2. It's not Xenoverse 2. This is Xenoverse 3, meaning it's different mechanics. The way that you have to do this now is you have to hit the block, sidestep. All right, you have to cancel it, meaning you have to manually do it, meaning you have to do it on your own. He was talking about, if I'm not mistaken, he was talking about how to vanish and whatnot. You have to vanish a certain kind of way. I think he explains it too. And once he did get done explaining this whole thing, we'll go and check Twitter and whatnot.
It like combos is there. You could do different. You see how the key canceling is terrible. I'm just being real. It's trash. The key canceling is very terrible. I'm just being real, bro. Like.
Yes, they made it so you can't spam it.
Animation is, I don't know, dude. I don't know.
They made it so you can't spam it.
And I don't want to hate on the game because y'all know I really want to like it, but it's just not there, bro. It's not there.
Whoa.
No, I really.
This is a mechanic I don't think I've seen before, but I'm glad he did that.
And I don't want to hate, like, the animation is, I don't know, dude.
I see something now. I see it. I didn't see this before, but hey, breaking news, shocking news. All right. So what he's doing is he's doing the heavy, the holding the heavy to getting that, the heavy attack, the heavy break, right? But it's like Sparking Zero. It's like Raging Blast, where Sparking Zero got it from, the Raging Blast series, where you have the snap vanish. They got snap, from what I've seen, from my experience. All right, that is 10 years of experience of knowing what that shit is. Okay, all right, that's over 10 years of experience. We got snap vanishes. I'm gonna double check this too. I'm gonna write some notes down of what I want to look for. But that looks like a snap vanish. Okay. Now, if you guys don't know what a snap vanish is, all right, if you play Sparking Zero or Raging Blast series, a snap vanish is when you hold down a heavy attack like such, right? And your body, the character of the body will flash. And if you time it perfectly, you'll vanish closer to the opponent and cause a greater hit than what you would have done if you would just hold it all the way down. It's more of a guard breaking mechanic where somebody's even blocking, right? If they're blocking, you break their guard, right? If they're not blocking, they're in the middle, they get launched, right? And it does extra damage because you have to time it, all right? So he's like, you can't cancel out of something on that, but that may be something, but that's what that is. That's what he said. He said, look, you can't even cancel out. You do a little pause. You're not pausing. It's a snap vanish. All right. That to me kind of sounds like you don't know what you're talking about. I explained it to it's a snap vanish. That's all that is. That's a snap vanish.
Like the animation is.
So I don't know how old he is. I don't know if he grew up with Rage and Blast. If you were 5 years old when the Rage and Blast series came through, you didn't fucking understand it at all. Trust me, you don't. I know. I grew up with the Rage and Blast series, and I taught 5-year-olds how to play it.
I don't know, dude.
Literally,
I don't know. And I don't want to hate on the game because y'all know I really want to like it, but
yeah, that feature right here, this one where he's doing that, that's a snap vanish, and I can tell.
Xenoverse 3 game. It's not.
That's a snap vanish. That's a snap vanish
right now. It's not.
And he wasn't timing it right.
It's not there, bro.
As you can see, look, I'm actually gonna play it in slow mo real quick. I know we're gonna continue, but I'm gonna play this in slow motion so I can show y'all what I'm talking about. All right, explain it a little bit further.
On the game because y'all know I really want to like it, but
all right, but you see how it charges up right here?
It's just not there.
Boop, and then you have this, but he let go early. That's how I know, because I've been playing games with snap vanishes for a long time.
Bro. It's not it, but
all right. See, you see this circle around here. I'm using my finger like y'all can see it. But you see this circle right here. It's gonna go all the way into this character, right? And once it gets to the middle and it flashes, then you're supposed to let go. If it works like I think it's going to work, because it could still be different, but if it works the way I think it's going to work, right? Once it gets to the middle and you let go, if you time it perfectly, you'll vanish forward. All right. This right here removes the fact that what he said earlier, if you hold down the button, you teleport to the character when you're Super Saiyan, right? That eliminates the fact that you need to be a Saiyan to do this mechanic, and it makes it that every single character can do it now. So that means it is more skilled based because it is a base mechanic and you have to time it. So that is, in my personal opinion, way better than you have to do it because of a race. Will there be race specific abilities? Of course, we got Super Saiyan on Saiyans only. Okay, they're going to be specific things that only certain races can do, just like we had in Xenoverse 1 and 2. Totally fine. But this is not one of them. And I believe that this should be for everybody. It's a mechanic that's been in the Xenoverse, or been in the Dragon Ball the Dragon Ball gaming space for a long time. This been in the Budokai series and Tenkaichi series. This been in way before Xenoverse. So it just looks like they're bringing an old mechanic back. And maybe President Rose don't know this, but this right here is a snap vanish. All right, it's snap vanish.
Not there, bro.
All right, and you can tell he didn't do it correctly. You can tell he didn't do it correctly because they would have came out with a second flash after you let go.
Just
so
not there, bro.
You can tell he didn't do this correctly. Yeah, put this back to normal.
Not for it to be a Xenoverse 3 game. It's not there, bro.
Yeah, you can tell he didn't do it correctly.
Right there. Not for it to be a Xenoverse 3 game. It's not there, bro.
Yeah, you can tell he didn't do it correctly.
It's not there right now. It's not. And I really hope that this is just the first build and it just feels like that because it's the first build, but to show off this and for it to play feels like.
And he did this, and this is what I don't understand how he don't say like
that because
he did the cancel,
build, but to show off.
As you can see, he also did. He did it with the key. He did it with the key blast. He key blasted went to the side.
First build, but
all right.
To show off this,
I think he meleeed and went to the side too, or maybe he didn't. But if he didn't, he didn't.
Around me was saying the same thing. Like it's not that good. It's not. It's not, bro.
Yeah, it seemed like he don't know.
The game ain't changing live,
but I could be wrong. You know, I could be wrong.
Have something they do, bro. I really do. But if it,
but he hadn't. But I know people for a fact didn't see that there's melee cancels in it, and it doesn't seem like he did melee cancels. And again, if you don't know some of these hit mechanics, then it's not gonna feel as fluid sometimes, depending on the mechanic like that. And having that mechanic of shifting to the side, canceling that melee attack, and shifting to the side, all right, it ain't gonna feel like that. So my first thing is to do when we play this game in a couple months. All right, I will be playing Xenoverse 3. All right, in a couple months. All right, is to find that sidestep. All right. All right, before I do anything, of course, I'm going 2 days. I'm going 2 different days. One day I'm going to dedicate for me and my lady. On another day, I'm going to dedicate solely to Xenoverse. I'll be at the booth multiple different times. He went 3. I'm about to go like 5 to 6. All right, because I'm going to be writing down things that I want to see. The first one's just going to be initial reaction. The other 2 times, whatever times I'm going to go into it, all right, is going to be solely, right, to making sure that I play this game to find certain mechanics that other people haven't, and hopefully we get a different build than what they have at DreamCon and stuff like that.
I hope they have something.
But if they don't, I know that there's other abilities that I want to personally feel, so you guys can check it out.
I really do. But if it drops, like, because only reason I'm scared, because when Bandai have a beta or a demo, they don't do a lot that changes after.
Non-existent.
Yeah, like the main button is your dash button. That's your main button. I'm gonna get on Xenoverse so y'all can. I'm gonna get on Xenoverse and I'm.
Section right, full moon face.
I didn't know much of what he said though, bro. Something for the bit too though, boy. That's why I
one reboot
now, cause like as the felt.
All right, well, we're gonna end that right there. But like I said, man, I think there's mechanics that I don't think personally President Rose actually paid attention to. If he known about snap vanishes, and maybe he do, maybe he didn't realize it, but I recognize snap vanish immediately. That was a snap vanish right there. So potentially, like I said, that could have been a move that you could snap vanish towards the opponent, right, and knock them away and do a whole knock, and you know what I'm saying, do a whole chain of knocking them back. I'm not entirely sure. All right. Hopefully they have a knockback feature too as well, or you can knock your opponent back and then bing, 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 like Dragon Ball style. But we'll see. I feel like there's mechanics that people didn't get into, and this version of the game is solely for hype. And there's people that are just solely going off of hype, creators going off of trends. I think, I'm not saying President Rose himself is, I'm saying Six World is, but I ain't saying President Rose is. But again, when it comes to President Rose, all right, there's some people who don't agree with him. All right. So I'm not sure, or specifically Janemba. I don't know. Because we're going into this one talking about some Janemba 8000. I did not mean to do that. Right, saying, well, this guy Yamoshi, all right, saying that, mind you, Janemba is extremely unreliable in getting any Dragon Ball information from. Even people who actually played the demo saying he lying and he's trying to feed the game of hate. All right, this video just is stating what we just seen from President Rose. All right. Because Janemba says President Rose confirms that you can't mix combos well in Xenoverse 3. No mixing. Like I said, I can't discredit President Rose from saying that, but what I can discredit is the fact that I'm pretty sure you didn't check out all the mechanics. You played it 3 times, but I don't think you went into everything looking solely for something specific. I'm going to look at it solely specific to everything. I'm going to take that full 15 minutes, all right, and check stuff out. I'm probably going to do a specific run where I'm sitting there for majority of that time, just looking at pure mechanic wise. I'm not going to do no blowing up. I'm just going to do fighting mechanic wise and seeing what I can do. So even if I don't complete the run, I'll probably do something like that. And of course, I'll do a speed run and see what I can do there too for fun and whatnot. But that'll probably be for the first day. The second day is going to be all about business. All right. We'll see. We shall see. Said Rose broke down how bad it is, but your father up there in Dynamico is proud of you. Hope you get a free copy of that. We're not even gonna speak on this dude. I don't know him, but he think he know me. No. I don't know. Somebody did cry. No, that's what he's doing. But all right. And President Rose supposedly to be trustworthy. Janemba used his words. But Janemba is using his words as taking talking points. Let me actually turn this up. As talking points. Mother, I played the music. Play the music. Yeah. It's talking points, then I can't trust his words either. There are too many people who already spoke on this game without hate mongering like Janemba, and if Bandai actually gives a free copy to them, I'm happy with it, so take that as a blessing. Yeah, exactly. It is what it is, I guess. I mean, I can't really speak too much on that as far as, I don't know, but apparently this guy be hating on the game. All right, we can speak on that because there's a lot of people who do. But he's also using other people for his own opinion. And then this is the main thing about this stream is stop using other people to form your own opinion. Form your own opinion. Damn, don't even form your opinion about what I'm saying. All right, but I'm telling you this for sure. Form your own opinion. Now, this is what I was going to talk about. This is what I was talking about.
This right here. They don't have this. No, it's
now when he was talking about this, he's talking about the movement. And we was talking about in Xenoverse 3 that they don't quote unquote have this, right? Would it be good if they would have movement like this? Yes. Will they put it in there? More than likely. But they have a different form of mechanic to move like that. It's within the fighting itself. They don't have in this game, Xenoverse 2, they don't have any way to cancel your combos mid-combo. So if a person vanishes, okay, the only thing you can do, potentially, right, or blocking them, or somebody's blocking, right, all you can do is block, or all you can do is hit melee. You can't dash up out of there. You can't sidestep. You can't do any mid-combo. Okay, so instead of using this form of movement, they put it inside of the actual fighting to make it better. Okay, and I'll have to bring it up during my video. I'll show you that in my video of what I'm talking about, because I made a video about the fact that they are doing melee cancels. All right. All right, I'll show you my video what I'm talking about. What's good, Saiyan Nation? It's the leader of New Saiyan Generation. All right, and I got a timestamp so y'all can see it. Right, I have the specific fight and a lot of the. This a different day. Shut up. It was 2 weeks ago. I lied. 2 weeks ago. Don't worry here. The fighting mechanics as well that I've noticed that most people didn't. All right, despite a lot of different things that I was hoping for is actually in the game. All right, and one of the key things that I move forward because I'm yapping. So as far as the Broly fight here at the beginning, we noticed that Broly is not using any super armored ability. First bar, We'll change into trunk skin as one thing that we noticed right here. Very, very important. Here we go. All right, something that I paid attention to. All right, see that? You see that? You see how he canceled his dash off rip. All right. Off rip, he canceled his dash. You cannot cancel your dash in Xenoverse 2. This is a new mechanic, old mechanic, other games. But in Xenoverse series, this is a new mechanic. You can cancel literally your dash. You can't do that. You go, he tries to dash, he blocks to cancel it, and then he sidesteps. I paid attention to. All right. All right. And you can do this in a combo, mid-combo. All right. We see mid combo, an ability coming out of the vanish from Broly, going back into a boost chase. At the middle of it, we also see that boost chase. All right, but it still ties into what I was talking about. Coming out of the boost chase here, Broly vanishes. So we're actually able to. I might be over explaining it there. I do that a lot. Whatever they're actually hitting motion, but we're actually able to cancel that motion. You don't see that? A melee motion. Bink, bink, and he dashed up out of there. You see that? Motion. You see that? This ain't even the one that I want to show y'all. This ain't even the one I want to show y'all. But he goes in swing and he backs out. He backs out. You literally can't do that in Xenoverse 2. This is a completely different mechanic. It's old, but it's an old one, but a good one. Able to cancel that motion. All right, we're actually able to cancel right the motion here after the vanish from Broly. Y'all see here? All right. And I went back too far again. All right, and now into a side dash. See our character hitting Broly. Broly's blocking, right? This one. Bing. Here we go. This one I want to show y'all. Broly charges up a heavy attack, which is also super armored up. And y'all can see I'm already in the motions. I'm already in there, and he sidesteps. Side dash in the middle of. You cannot do this in Xenoverse 2. You cannot do this in Xenoverse 2. Bing. All right, I know. And then you sidestep. Not too crazy, but you can't do that in Xenoverse. Did not have this mechanic. All right, this is giving me the rage. So when again, I'm telling y'all, when it comes to this type of fighting style, when it came to Xenoverse or Rage and Blast series and stuff like that, the fighting was different. It was not the same. To be honest, the Xenoverse series of fighting style is an off-brand version of Rage and Blast. So my personal opinion, me seeing this, I'm for it. And as we've seen, you can still do it. It's within combo with what President Rose is talking here. You can still do this. It's just within combo. Okay, and you can still do this too in general. It's just done differently.
Xenoverse 3. And when I'm fighting, if I'm fighting.
And what he means by cancel too, because this is what I just realized too, because this is my second time watching this, is he's talking about cancel it. You can cancel it with a vanish, but it's gonna cost your ass, right? You can do the same thing. Sidestep, vanish, whatever the case may be, but you do it differently. It's two different ways. You sidestep or you can vanish it.
See how you have to stop what you're doing?
And I'm pretty sure you sidestep or vanish it with the boost chase. Or a block.
They don't have
to sidestep, block and sidestep.
Just circle around your character. You can't do this. No, it's not in the game, little bro.
Yes, it is.
When you do
it's differently. Yes, it is.
Which is this. And this is a whole animation. This is not. You see, I could cancel out of that and do that. You can't do that in that game. No. In that game, when you're trying to do a whole combo, like in Xenoverse, you could do this. And this is the combo. If you want to teleport, you can do the teleport. You know what I'm saying? That's how you can do it. Or you can do it like this. You could like cancel your combos. You can do it.
That's not actually a cancel though. All you're doing a cancel, but that's a different way of canceling.
Like, cancel your combos.
That's a different way of canceling.
Things. It's like you can't cancel. No combo for triangle.
No, you can't. It's a different cancel. Yeah, it's a completely different cancel. It's not the same canceling though. Yeah. But that's it, man. I'm gonna end it here, man. I just wanted to show y'all that and pretty much just show y'all like, hey, look. These type of people, because we already did a think piece on this. All right, but I wanted to show y'all a specific person that's leading it, and I'm hoping that y'all actually form your own damn opinion. Okay, you don't have to agree with me. Form your own opinion. Look from both sides and then form your own opinion. I'm not looking for somebody to click my video and force somebody to click my video. Click it if you want to. All right, I always say, if you like what you see, hit the follow button, subscribe, all that good stuff. And that's what I'm gonna say after the end of the stream. Hit that like button, follow, subscribe at the end of this joint. All right. But nowhere near did Syriax glaze the game. He said exactly what I've been saying. We got to wait and see. Why is there so much hate? All right. This person specifically, and there's others. He just getting it because I see him the most. He's sitting there talking about the game is ass. But is it though? If it's so ass, why you gonna buy the game? And don't use content creating as a reason why you gotta buy the game, because you still have a choice. You don't have to buy the game. You choose to buy the game. You're choosing to buy the game, bruh. That's on you, not me. Not nobody else here. You. Okay? You. All right? I'm making sure that people don't get led down the wrong path of believing somebody else and removing their mind from their own opinions. All right? And thinking that somebody else's opinion is worth more than their own. All right? Your opinion is worth you actually taking account for what you feel in your likes and what you see at face value versus you taking what somebody else is say more than a grain of salt. All right, even me. So before I end this, I implore you, use your brain, use your eyesight. All right, use and form your own opinion. Don't let anybody else tell you what you think something should be, because you see one popular person or whatever the case may be say this thing is what it is. It is what it is. Bro, this ain't high school. Ain't nobody no cool kid around here. Unless that's where you still at in life, I guess. Ain't nobody gonna tell me who I am because I'm me. I'm the prince of the new Saiyan generation. And I always will be. That's who I am. And I'm always gonna bring to my village the real, true truth of the fact of everything. I may put my bias or put my likelihood or my opinions into something, but I believe that everybody should. But when it comes to objective reasons, you can't objectify something and act as you can't put something that's objectively what it is and spin it from your own subjective opinion. Don't work that way. If it's facts, it's facts. If it's an opinion, it's an opinion. Your opinion is not fact. And the facts are not your opinions. It is what it is. But people like Six World, in this sense, like I said, I don't know him before, but at least right now, all he cares about is that click. He cares about your click. He cares about getting that paper. He cares about getting that money. He don't care about you. I do. I care about you. I care about whether you get a game that you intriguingly like. All right? I care that you form your own opinion. I care that you grow. All right? I don't care that you follow me because you think what I say is 100% correct. I care that you form your own opinion. I implore you to have an argument with me in the comments below. I implore you to form your own opinion. Because you're your own person. Be your own person. And with that being said, I'm going to end it right here. All right? Don't be a Six World. Don't be apparently a Janimba 8000. Don't be a type of person that can't form your own opinion on anything in life, not just gaming. All right? Make sure that what you think in your mind and you form your opinion based off of experience, based off of potential word of mouth, but you form it on your own and not because somebody else told you to. And with that being said, man, I'm done with the ranting, man. I need something to drink. Make sure you guys stay strong, stay safe. If you like this content right here, and this is the first of its kind for me, my channel, all right, do me the biggest favor, hitting that thumbs up down below. I know this was a rant and it might even seem like an attack, but I'm not attacking nobody. I'm attacking their character. All right. And I don't like what I see. And if I don't like what I see, I'm going to speak up. I don't like this type of character. I don't like this type of thing that's going on in the community. This hateful trend stuff is stupid. All right. Form your own opinion before you go out there trying to back somebody else up. All right. Even me. All right. I'm not sitting here saying that the game is great. All right. I don't know if it is. We haven't seen enough for me to sit there and say this game is 100%. I'm excited for it. That's what I am. At the end of the day, I'm excited for it. I think things that we've seen at face value should change. I think the things that we've seen are awesome. But I form my own opinion. Form yours. Make sure you do me the greatest favor by hitting the thumbs up button over here on YouTube. Follow your boy on Twitch. All right, make sure you hit that notification bell if you like what you see here. We got more Xenoverse 3 content and Strikers content coming up very, very soon. All right, so make sure you do me the favor. You guys stay strong. All right, you stay safe, and I'm gonna catch y'all on the next one. More videos coming up by the end of this week, man. Y'all stay tuned, and y'all definitely do me the biggest favor. Stay prideful. Peace.